Hopefully it'll use the same link. We'll see what happens. All right. Oh, it looks like it's back on. Now if we just, I wonder if it has the same link. Let me check my links real quick. J1AHW. No, it's a different link. Yeah, see, we've screwed YouTube tonight. YouTube's done. Waffly said, is it a cell signal booster or a Wi-Fi booster? I've actually got both. So I've got 3 different boxes in the house. I've got the modem. I've got the modem upstairs running where the signal booster is, and then the modem right there. And then I've got a Wi-Fi repeater down here in the studio that I've actually got plugged in because hardwire internet's the way to go, right? That's the way to go. All right, so it looks like we are back up as far as YouTube goes, but it's a different link. So unless people are paying attention over there, they're not gonna see. And you know, Poopy Duke, I've got now. Let me check. Probably have like a 3-minute YouTube live over here. I'm gonna have to go delete. Killing me. Killing me. Anyway, good evening, everybody. Hey, look, there's Phelan. Phelan's on YouTube. What's up, bro? Phelan found the new link. Thank you for trying to come back. I'm going to delete the old one. I'm just going to delete it. Delete forever. All right. Carissa says, I just saw lightning flash outside where I am. Storm rolling up here, too. Yeah, we're in it. We are in it. We are in it right now. What's up, Cruzito? Good evening to you. Waffly, Lord of Scarin, Mac Barcelona, thank you. Dragon Keeper, Cruzito, Madrox, Game Junior, Vic, Carissa, Tony Pie, Archer, Paulo, Sugar Red, Tiny Mama is hanging out. Carissa is here. Count DeVille. Thank you guys very much. Good evening. Welcome in. Hello, 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 hello. Now, before we actually start the show, I've got to run a pre-roll because now Twitch thinks it's a new show. So I've got to run a pre-roll, but we're not going to start the show until we get everybody back. So I'm going to go ahead and press that now. The good news is Enterprise, I saw, finally got a gifted sub. Spock, thank you. Thank you, Spock, for gifting a sub.
What is wrong with you?
Nothing is wrong with me. Everything is great. Spock gifted a sub to Enterprise, so now Enterprise doesn't have to sit through pre-rolls anymore because he was very complaining about it. All right, so we're gonna drop the pre-rolls and we're gonna set the timer at 3 minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll get everything started. All right. Thank you guys very much for being here. Sorry for the interruption issues. We are dealing with weather, and I hope that it doesn't become an issue throughout the rest of the show. But we're gonna hang out as long as we can. We've got some things to do tonight. Good evening. Welcome. Hello. Oh, I was expecting like a drum hit there at the very end. I didn't get it. What's up? Good evening. Pre-roll pays the bills? Not really. Pre-roll doesn't pay me anything. Pre-roll pays me nothing. But, oopsie. Sorry, I'm restarting Potato because it's also freaking out on me a little bit. So I'll see engineering. I'll give you one live. Moopsie. All right, there you go. Yeah, the pre-roll is just Twitch's money, I guess. Yeah, it pays Twitch's bills. It gives me nothing. So there you go. How about that? Good evening, everybody. Appreciate you guys all being here. What's up? What's up? We have a couple of things to talk about here tonight. A couple of things to do. And I'm excited to play a little STFC with you guys tonight. And when we're done with that, Tarpy, we might get into a little community game night. I've still got that other game we can play. We can do a little bit of Fortnite. We can do whatever when we get everything wrapped up over here. GP Factor says, can anyone help me install Community Mod? I'd be happy to. What are you playing on? You going to do mobile? You going to do PC? Are you playing with Community Mod? Wait, I'm thinking of Spock's Club. You just want to install Community Mod? That's actually really easy. You give me 2 minutes, and then we're going to teach you how to do it. It's superbly easy. You playing on Mac or PC? Because if it's Mac, I can't help you. But if it's PC, I got that. Am I discussing leaks tonight? Yeah, I've got a couple. I got a couple. Vic says you install it and then some sketchy DLL business. Nah. Just the DLL. You just got to copy and paste it in, and then there's all kinds of cool stuff you can change. You can turn off banners. I don't recommend that. You'll get raided. Yeah, no, the DLL is super secure. Everything is great. No, not even 2 minutes, Johnny 5. I need 51 seconds now. 51 seconds to get our audience back from the second pre-roll of the night. Tarpy, how was your Monday? Mine was hell.
That was mine.
It was Monday.
It was, yeah, it was, well, no, mine was more Monday than normal Monday. Like, I picked up work from a colleague who ended up in the ER over the weekend.
Yikes.
So, yeah, he'll be okay. But I was like, no, I'll teach your class for you. And, you know, that's just an extra 20% of my workload for the month. For
Hi,
the week,
Tamral.
So,
Tamral, what's up? I see what went well. What went well? Things went well. Today was Monday. Everything went great. Everything was superb. It was a Monday. Everybody has great Mondays, right? Mondays are phenomenal. Rico says now it's working. Yeah, we should probably, I don't know, we just refresh. Archer, don't complain. Or don't complain. This is for the newbies. I'm very happy about it. And to be perfectly honest with you, I think there's one or two of those officers I don't have max. So I mean, I'm all in. I'm all in on it. We're going to talk about
it. Some people were saying they couldn't, type in Twitch.
Well,
so if you are having that problem,
yeah.
refresh your Twitch stream.
Oh, okay. Tamrell says it's working now. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, no, there's all kinds of weird tech glitches going on tonight. We've got horrendous weather on our side, so bear with me. Hopefully we don't have any more issues tonight. But good evening, everybody. Appreciate you guys all being here. What happened? There was ads, nothing, Havoc. We waited till everybody got back from ads because Twitch made me do a second pre-roll where I had a power interruption on the first one. So we did the first one, and then like 2 minutes ago we had to... Count DeVille says, hey, I've got a problem. Maybe the community can help. I put my settings on high quality, but it's still showing me this stream.
Ouch.
Wow. Nice. Thank you. Zinger.
Yay, Borg.
Bazinga. All right, thank you very much. Hey, what's going on, Mazed Up? How are you? Welcome in, everybody. As you can see, yes, no, the UPS worked. The UPS worked great in the studio. It wasn't a power outage at my home. It must have been wide because the cell phone tower also lost electricity. So my internet went down. My entire studio stayed up, which was great, but I lost cell phone signal as well. And I know that it was over at the tower because I was actually on the phone, and then it went to SOS. You know what? Like when you don't have any signal, the phone says SOS. So that's what happened. I got the SOS symbol on my phone. So yeah, that means the cell phone tower itself also lost electricity, and there's nothing I can do about that. Nothing I can do about that. But the UPS worked great. It absolutely did. All right. Thank you guys very much for being here. Good evening. Welcome. I've got some information that I'm going to share with you. I've got some insight into more that you don't even know about yet. Let me just start with this. Do you guys remember me saying, literally just a week ago, Cruzito, let me ask if you remember me saying this. This was a quote directly out of my mouth. Do you guys remember me saying, I sat in a meeting with Beck, and even I was frightened. Even though I agreed with everything she said, even I was frightened for those who dare oppose her. Do you guys remember me saying that she came in like a wrecking ball? No, I didn't actually say that. But I said that she came in and she was like hurricane force winds. Let me just say, this happened even faster than I expected. All right, this happened even faster than I expected. And by the way, this is only round 1. We've got more to come. All right, she's got a whole list. She's got a whole list of stuff. And it just keeps on ticking, keeps on checking the boxes. All right, so very, very excited to be able to share some of that stuff with you. Am I saying that she's responsible for these updates? 100%. Archer, she was back in the office for like less than 2 weeks. She was back in the office for less than 2 weeks, and we got a hostile cap improvement. We got 6 or 7 new officers into the transporter patterns. There's something else that I can't tell you yet. Something else that I can't tell you yet that's still coming. All right. And then, shout out to the 1950ers out there. The 1950ers out there finally now have a Gorn Eviscerator that can reach the level 70 Gorn system. That's right, Blaze. You don't mess with Madam Plancident. It's not even Vice Plancident anymore. I think it's just Madam Plancident. Crizito, why you yawning? Why you yawning? You don't believe me? Bro, I told you I sat in that meeting. I didn't have to say a whole lot. I didn't have to say much. All right, I just kind of sat back and I watched the show. All right, I watched the show and I was just like, damn. Okay. I did not read this that night. I did not read this night, but let me see. Hold on. I've got a text message. And this was from another staffer. I probably shouldn't read this, but I'm gonna give you a couple of little clips. Damn, girl. Damn, girl. Power moves. You are seriously badass. That was a text message. That was a text message. I'm just saying. Okay. Beast mode. All right. What kind of show was it? It was called The Power Hour with Madam Plancident. All right. That's what it was. So I was actually very, very pleased. You guys have only seen a bit of it. All right. There's not a whole lot. There's not a whole lot more that I'm going to say to you guys this evening, except that there is more coming. Okay? There is more coming. When is the update coming? Give me a moment. I think we're going to see some of them as early as the next patch. Let me see here. Let me find my notes. Let me find my meeting notes. Damn! I thought it was great. Damn, girl! All right, let's see. Well, I've lost it now. Here it is. Okay. Next update. So that will be with the launch of the October arc. Cruzito, are you serious right now? You're going to sit there and tell me that you're not pleased with the hostile cap? That's all I've heard for months. That's all I've heard for months. All right, come on. Well, not all I've heard. That's a great deal of what I've heard. All right. Here we go. Announcements.
Wait,
yes.
Wasn't your response that will never happen?
I did say that.
Followed by, yeah.
I did say that.
Okay, anyway. Sorry.
I did. I have never been more happy to sit down and be wrong. Okay? I've never been more happy to sit down and be wrong. Go ahead. Play it.
You are wrong. Just sit down and be wrong. You are wrong.
I am happy to sit down and be wrong. I did say that I did not expect it to ever happen, mainly because it's been asked for so freaking long. And then, I mean, they even kept coming out and saying, no, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. No, we're not going to do it. Nope, we're not going to do it. Here's why we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. Hey, DJ, stop asking. We're not going to do it. Well, here you go. All right. Duder says, what is the level cap now? Well, today, it is still 2,000. All right. But it will be increasing to 2,500 with the launch of the October arc. All right, so it will be increasing by, what is that, 25%? That's going up to 2,500 in the next launch. You're also going to get an adjustment to the Gorn systems, which is going to allow the Eviscerator to actually get there. That is pretty phenomenal. All right, I know that has been asked for. Listen, I'm pretty sure some of you guys have been buying T-shirts that say 1950 on them. Okay, 1950. So, Texas guy, come on. You know, I'm not buying into that tonight. I'm not, because this is stuff that you guys have asked me to do. And I've raised it. I've gotten some stuff over the years. I didn't get anything like this. I've been asking for a hostile raise cap as long as you guys have been asking. All right. Dragon Keeper says, not enough. Cruzito says only 1% ever hit the cap. So it sounds like you're making the argument that it's fine, that 500 would be fine, because if only 1% ever hit the cap. But see, the argument to that is, Cruzito, is that some people will intentionally hold it. Tarpy, you said this on the last show even. Some people will intentionally hold themselves back because they don't know if they're approaching the cap, right? And they don't want to necessarily hit the cap. So some people will actually hold themselves back.
It stinks to hit the cap. Yeah, it stinks to hit the cap in the middle of the day. Like, the last three arcs, broadly speaking. So this has been a grindy as all get out arc for some people. And the last two overarching arcs have been auto grinding, or people getting reliance and can now auto grind. Mm-hmm. So it's just, you aren't even actively engaging in your hostile limit at that point. So I would still
it's a very, very good point, especially given what we've had with, the last two arcs, right? You got Transgen, which has auto grinders. You've got the Reliant, which has auto grinders, and the cap never moved. So, Game Design had originally told me, Transgen, that is the squall. Game Design had told me, we want strategy. We want people to choose the loops that are important to them. And they just never came off that. Well, that has been changed. All right. Cruzito says, I'm absolutely not complaining, DJs. I want to be clear, not complaining about what they added. They are great. Just looking for some stuff that will help me personally. Hostile cap is not for me. You know what, Cruzito? I've said the same thing. Hostile cap is not for me. Like, I never hit the cap. But look at Martok. Look at Dragon Keeper. Okay? So I think that's a fantastic thing. Dragon Keeper, I'm gonna drop a truth bomb on you for a second. Dragon Keeper says the Gorn systems are not getting changed. The ship is getting a buff. Same thing. Actually, I don't think. Is that what it is? Yeah, well, that's what you wanted. The ship to be able to get there. Thank you, Manx Man. All right. However, that's not what they're doing, Dragon Keeper. They're adjusting the system and not the warp range. So you've actually got it completely backwards. So if you want to sit down and be wrong now, you can do that. Or you can keep complaining, because that's what you do. I love you anyway. But you're not even accurate. All right? You're not even right. All right? What they're saying is they're actually lowering the system's warp range requirement, which is actually a good thing. All right? Because it's going to allow you to use a broader range of ships over there too. Now, you could just use the Junker. Dragon Keeper says, I am in my head and it is always right. Papa Smurf, I'm not going to necessarily go so far as to say balance of power. I'm not going to go that far. I do think this was a simple fix. And I think this is the right way to do it. I think this is the exact right way to do it. And you're going to be able to use more ships there at an earlier level now. Carissa says if they adjust the ship, it could be more useful for G7, and Jules agrees. That might be the reason that they didn't. All right, so Manxman says next, we need to adjust the G6 miners to reach the systems. I don't disagree. Hey, listen, I'm happy with the checklist that we got today. But like I
I'm
said,
so positive. I'm full of positive energy.
I do have positive energy. Thank you, Captain Shaw. Like I said, there is a big list of things. There's a big list of things that are being worked. So there's a lot more to come, and I'm excited about it. I've seen some of that list, and now that I see how quickly some of this stuff got enacted, I'm actually feeling pretty positive about some of the other stuff coming sooner rather than later. You also got 7 new officers in the transporter patterns. Borg 5 of 11, absolutely great for younger, newer players. No one can convince me that that is inaccurate. That was one of the most highly sought-after officers for the last 6 years. And the fact that it is now a transporter pattern officer does actually bode well. Tarpy, this was something that we have also talked about on recent shows, about improving the overall experience. Not just events, not just materials and resources for G2, G3, and G4. All right? But we got to do it with officers. Now, I had suggested ultra dumps. All right? But honestly, transporter patterns are just as good.
Which you also said were dead, by the way.
Well,
right. The week before all of the last releases of transporter patterns, you have pretty much said transporter patterns are dead. And boom, following week, here's 7 new officers in the transporter patterns.
You know what?
So
I'm good with it.
Can you just say that every week?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Every week?
I'm going to start telling you guys, stop asking, it's dead. And then Beck's going to say, yo, DJ, hold my beer. So anyway, yeah. Manxman says, I don't personally need them, but for catch-up, it's great. And that's the thing. That is absolutely, I think, a very valid point, is that absolutely matters. We're talking about the catch-up mechanics, and we have very specifically stated that they need to be more well-rounded. Not just materials, but you got to do officers. You got to do blueprints.
DJ, what is wrong with you?
Did you read the rest of the list?
Yes, I'm going to read the rest of the list. So Borg 5 of 11.
Okay.
Strange New Worlds Una. Wonderful speed officer. Wonderful speed officer. Broken Wolf. I'm going to answer your question in a second. Don't let me forget. I'm going to finish the list because I keep squirreling. Strange New Worlds La'an. That PvP. That's Strike Team, right? Is that the Strike Team La'an?
Yes.
PvP Strange New Worlds La'an. That is Strike Team La'an. Battleship Strike Team, which, by the way, is still alive and well. All right? She's very viable. They never know which La'an. We're going to have to make sure that's the right one. The way I'm reading the notes, it would be Battleship Strike Team. The Borg Queen. All right? Now, not a hugely influential officer as far as crewing goes, but wonderful for ATAs. All right? Very rich in stats, so that'll be a great ATA. All right? Yes, Brett, Battleship Strike Team La'an and Strange New Worlds La'an are different. Strange New Worlds La'an is a rare officer who's primarily used under deck for storage capacity, okay? This is specifically PvP La'an, and that would be Battleship Strike Team. But yeah, one's an epic and one is a rare. So you've got Borg Queen. You've got Borg Hugh, which, by the way, has decent sourcing today if you're 45 plus. All right. Borg Hugh is a phenomenal officer. Borg Hugh is the Honor Guard Wharf of the Underdeck for all PvE. As a matter of fact, there are 2 officers still to this day that I would recommend being the 2 absolute go-to must-haves on your lower decks, no matter what. And that's going to be Belana Torres, and it's going to be Borg Hugh. Okay? Well, Rick, none of those are showing up in your patterns now. We made the announcement today. These are going to be coming with the launch of the next patch. All right, which is going to be, I'm not going to give a time frame, but it's going to be with the launch of the October arc. Okay? I don't think I'm allowed to give you a date. All right, so with the launch of the October arc, so in just a couple of weeks, give or take. Weyoun. Okay. Well, they had to throw in a Junker one in there anyway, right? They had to throw one in there that didn't matter. All right. Borg Hugh, I didn't say PvP. Borg Hugh is PvE. All right. And actually, specifically hostiles. Yes, hostiles. He does not work in armadas, which that's where you flip over to Vial. All right. Vial works for armadas. So Borg Hugh is for hostiles. Good call out. All right. Omicron says Weyoun lives on my Kaskari. He's not bad. I know that some people use him. I think that he fights an uphill battle. All right. No, I know that it can still be usable, pal. It's just not the best of the three, right? It's not the best of the three, but he is still viable. All right. So I don't mean to throw off on Weyoun. I think it's kind of funny. But to be honest with you, you've got all three strike teams in here. All right. You've got Weyoun, you've got Battleship Strike Team La'an, and you've got Interceptor Strike Team Gold Dukat. Okay. So I think that is great. These PvP strike teams are still relevant today. Now, there are a gazillion other PvP things that exist in the game. I still don't think that PvP is balanced, much less fixed or anything of the sort. But the fact that they are finally allowing players to get access to the strike teams, which are still the go-to PvP strike teams today, I think is a good thing. All right. So that
and
is
faster than waves.
And faster than what?
Waves. So you can get them from the waves,
Yeah.
but you can only get them at a shard limit per day.
Yeah, that's right. So
So
I
this is
think
much better.
I think that's good. Cruzito said, I would argue with the changes to the Vengeance, the cube will have to be crewed a little different. So he might be good. That's actually very true. All right. They are doing a few things to balance the Vengeance with the cube. So I don't, Archer. He says, DJ, you of all people throwing shade at someone else for PvP. I'm not throwing any shade. I'm just saying I think Weyoun's the least effective of the three. Mimi, thank you for the backup. Weyoun is a solidly respectable third place in terms of strike teams. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Out of three. Actually, that's not true anymore, is it? Do you count Carol Freeman as a strike team, and do you count Mirror Picard as a strike team? And do you count the new, what do they call them? What are the new ones called? Retaliation. Do you count those as strike team? I'm just curious if those all count. Savage Darkness says they do all count. So you guys are ranking Weyoun as third place out of the 6. Okay. Well, I mean, that's something for you guys to consider. And the fact that it's now sourceable in transporter patterns is good. Let me ask, all right, and I'm sure that as a legacy player, I mean, I might be... I don't think I'm wrong here when I would say I don't think everybody has them all maxed. Right? I mean, I don't know. I do not have Weyoun maxed. I do have Dukat and La'an maxed. But I never really focused on Weyoun because he wasn't that great. All right. Borg Hugh, I don't believe is maxed for me yet. I think he's close. Strange New Worlds Una, nowhere close. Nowhere close. Retrieving, I did finish the list. That was 7. We can count, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Borg 5 of 11. Una. The 3 strike teams. La'an, Dukat, and Weyoun. And then you got the Borg Queen and Borg Hugh. There's the 7. All right. Those are being added to the transporter pattern store with the launch of the October arc. You're also seeing an adjustment to the Gorn level 68 and 70 systems to allow your Eviscerator and Fleet Commander Kirk. Oh, that's what I was going to talk to you about, Dragon Keeper. You say, it's not good enough. You still require Fleet Commander Kirk. You mean the free one that came out like 4 years ago that everyone should be good with now? Just checking. Just checking. So you've got that, and then you've got the hostile cap going up by 25% with the launch of the October arc. So good announcements today. And I'll tell you that is not an exhaustive list. There is more to come. All right, and so I think it's very impressive for being back in the swing of things for 2 weeks. All right, that's right, Wilson. 7 new officers in the transporter pattern store, of which I did not expect. I will gladly sit down and be wrong. Yes, Putz.
Would you say that everything that was in the list today that was mentioned are all 100% positive, or do you have anything bad to say about anything there?
No, I do not.
Just curious.
I have nothing negative to say about those announcements. I know that for somebody somewhere, everybody has asked for everything that is on this list. Retrieving says, was this actually announced or VIP only announced? When they put it in VIP, I'm gonna get it. I'm just all right. I'm just telling you. All right, I do believe that it was announced in VIP. Actually, I know it was. Do you want the actual announcement? I don't see anything wrong with that. Here, I'll put it up on screen. You guys can screenshot it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If there is, then oopsies. All right, let me turn off. Sorry. All right, let me turn off the camera, and you guys can have at it. There you go. There's your screenshot. This is. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done this in hindsight. But nonetheless,
DJ,
what
is wrong with you?
I apologize. All right, but there you go. That is that's the announcement. And yeah, oopsie poopsie. All right, leaks. Hey, if it matters, it's not that I'm leaking something from VIP. There was at least what? Thank you. Appreciate that, Vic. There was at least like 15 of you guys that sent me this today, which I love, by the way. Thank you. I shouldn't say that either. Oh my God, I'm making so many mistakes. Obviously, the members of VIP hold their information close to the chest. It goes against the rules of VIP. We'll talk about it later. VIP. I can claim ignorance, right? Delmeyer says, you're like the 10th one to leak it today, so it doesn't count. Thank you. I was looking for plausible deniability. All right. That being said, yes, it was announced there. And, you know, as far as I'm concerned, when those types of announcements come, we're going to broadcast those. That's what we're here to do. Okay. Archer says, I'm not the first content creator to show this. Good. Excellent. I am glad to see that, because I probably shouldn't have put the actual announcement up, but it's fine. I'm good with it. All right. Because it's good. It's good announcement. Man, the stream is crapping out again, Tarpy. Poopy doke. Oh, we're coming back. I told you, really bad weather my direction here, guys. Looks like we're back. All right. So anyway, I am very, very pleased with it. No, Putz, I do not think that there is anything bad about this. As a matter of fact, everything in this announcement is an initiative that the community has been asking for more than a couple of days. And I'm pleased to see it. I'm pleased to see it get enacted. All right. I know I personally have advocated for some of this stuff, and I've been told no. So
I am 100% happy about everything. I am just disappointed that they caved on the hostile limit. I think it has a place in the game for strategy on what to do. I don't know. That's me personally.
You know, so here's the deal. I'll tell you this, Putz. I think that there is room for your argument. Why is my camera shaking? Sorry, because I was shaking my knee on my desk. I think there is room for your argument. All right. However, we are here to have fun. Player enjoyment and experience matters. And players have been vocal about wanting this. I don't believe that Scopely, which is why I've advocated for this, I do not believe that
You
Scopely...
are wrong. Just sit down and be wrong. You are wrong.
I didn't even hit the button. Where did that come from? I do not believe that Scopely is disadvantaged by raising the hostile cap, Putz. All right? I mean,
no, I don't think so either. I just personally, you know, I thought it made the game more interesting to have to figure out what I'm going to hit, what I'm not going to hit, and strategize. It just takes a layer of me thinking about the game in an interesting way. It lessens that, and I don't like that.
Risk breaker says to mute you. No, here's...
Yeah, I get it. I'm fine. You know,
here's
it's an
why
unpopular opinion, and that's okay.
it is an unpopular opinion, but here is why I'm okay with it. Okay. One, we've added 2 auto grind mechanics in the last 3 months. You know what I'm saying? So I think, you know, if you were actively grinding 2,000 hostiles, then yes, I think that there's not a lot of people out there that actively hit that. But dude, I have never hit it. I have never hit it. And I hit it for the first time, I think, like a week ago. All right. I logged in and I had 999 chests, and who knows how many more kills that I had because it caps out at 999. And later in the same day, I had another 999 and I stopped getting chests. Okay. Now, that was a day when I had an excessive amount of time to play. All right. But I also had the Reliant out. I had the Squall out. And I had something else cooking. Oh, I was grinding. What was I grinding? I think this was when I was grinding. What was I grinding? You guys actually saw me grind. Like, you've seen me grind actually on stream more in the last
Was that one
month.
of the heroic days?
I don't remember because I didn't play in this month's heroic, but it might have been a previous heroic. But either way, okay, I don't think it was Mirror. I haven't been in Mirror for a little while, but it was something with the new systems. But either way, the bottom line is I've never hit it until this past month. And you're right, Trader. I'm literally days away from unlocking a second Reliant, and I'm going to use it. You know, Jules Verne is a classic example of what I was just talking about a few minutes ago. I intentionally limit my play because I'm scared to hit the cap. That is not engaging gameplay. I've literally turned the game off because of the limit. I think that it. No, I was reading Trader's message in the comment. Trader says, "Just imagine when you have 2 Reliants." That was actually Trader's comment. It was not our former Trader. It's new Trader. Trader 1. Trader 1. All right. Anyway, yes, Joe Mobby, there's a second Reliant for those who purchased the first one. For those who purchased the first one, they've been able to grind out a second one. All right. Now, why would you need a second Carissa? Loot. More loot. I mean, I'm still very short on rare and epic. Okay. Cruzito said if you don't punch down, you won't hit your limit. But that's kind of the idea for me with the Reliant right now, Cruzito. I'm chasing trophies. All right. Now, I've seen this comment a bunch. And I will tell you firsthand that it came up. Okay. This is also on the list. But I don't know how soon it can happen. I don't know if they're going to do it. But I do know that the hostile counter is on that advocate list. That is something that I have also been advocating for. Because, Tarpy, we need to be able to see where we are. Yeah. Right? That would be very, very helpful. One. Yeah. All right? Yeah. Now, that, I would consider that to be some type of UI change. They have mentioned in the past, and I think we've even discussed it, we've mentioned in the past about making it an event, but that actually would probably create problems. All right, that would create lag, with all this other stuff. So I don't know that that is the right answer. Okay, Broken Wolf says the profile already shows hostile killed, but that requires math, and it requires you to have done a checkup at some point. All right, so listen. At the end of the day, can we? Yes. Okay, but would it be great for us to be able to see that easily? I mean, again, this comes down to an enjoyable player experience. And that's the only argument I've got against you, Putz. Players have expressed frustration. It is, in fact, a game. All right? So when we come down to it, if there is something that Scopely is going to offer to increase the enjoyment of the game for players, I can't be against it. I just can't be. All right. I mean,
and neither can I. Officially, I'm not against it. I'm just disappointed.
I think
different.
I think you're.
No.
I think you're very alone in that. Okay.
I understand, but for me, I'm just saying for me, and there's probably other people out there that look at it as like a game within a game, like, oh, I only have 2,000 kills. Okay, what am I going to do today? Okay, let me strategize. Let me do this here. Let me do that there. Ooh, I'm not going to be able to make a big enough run here. I don't know.
Omicron says,
I just want
AKA,
to point out
I
that,
like to suffer.
yeah.
I'm not going to mute him, wrist
thinking
breaker.
this-
Hey, look, there's right there. Bad Gamer agrees with Putz. Bad Gamer agrees with him. All right, so he's not
His
alone.
name says Bad Gamer.
Bad Gamer.
No, I'm
That
joking
is-
with Bad Gamer, but like, Putz,
Oh, God.
do you have to
It's
auto
funny.
grind your Monavine anymore?
I never ground anything about my Monavine ever. I just stole everything. I have
So-
less than 50 Monavine kills.
Okay, so for someone who is advocating for free-to-play players, and you do a really great job at that, you do a really, really bad job of thinking how anyone else plays.
I agree.
And so most people in mid G4 are going to be having a
Right.
Monavine out. They're going to have a Squall out in about 60 days or fewer. And then they're going to have at least one Reliant out, auto grinding a bunch. And whatever we get next month, plus all of the other hostile grinds they have to do.
No, I
Like-
agree. For the
That's right. Monavine would be the third. That's
player
exactly right.
coming up now, right? Yeah, for the player coming up now through G4, I agree. It another 500 hostiles will be very beneficial and will help speed up the process. And so that's why I'm not officially against it. I think it's good for the overall game, but I can still be disappointed personally.
Then don't ever hit the 2,500
Yeah,
hostiles.
why don't you just hold yourself to
it
2,000
doesn't
then?
impact you in a
Yeah.
negative way.
Just hold yourself to
Yeah,
2,000.
like it doesn't impact you in a
You
negative
can do it.
way.
There you go. Brett
I mean,
says,
if I had a counter, if I had a counter, I think it might be possible and it might be feasible. But DJ, I have a question. Why do you think putting in a daily event that just counts up to 2,000 or 2,500 and rewards like a 5-minute speed up and has one milestone?
because I hate banners.
Why would that cause lag?
Well, because everybody would be. I mean, I think that it would. We already
no
have.
idea.
We already have
Okay.
issues with banners. We already have issues with events not counting properly with the banner displays. So I don't feel like that's the right way to do it. All right. And obviously Scopely doesn't either because they haven't done it, and it would be a very easy thing to do.
Boldly Go does it well. Boldly Go does it okay.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I
So if
suppose
they
so.
had they could redo the dailies like Boldly Go, like they want to do.
You know, that
or
wouldn't be a
you
bad
said
idea.
they've wanted to do that.
Add a daily for
Like-
5 points that just was 2,500 hostile kills. Yeah, you could do something
Yeah,
like that.
Or
I
1
suppose.
point even. Like it doesn't do anything.
Okay. I you know what? I don't disagree. Those are good ideas. And I'll be happy to take those back because you're right. Boldly Go does pretty well with that. So, but listen, at the end of the day, I know that it's on the list. And I'm excited. You know what actually kind of motivates me a little bit about this chat, Cruzito? And Brett, I'm going to move on because I've got another topic as well. So, you know what kind of motivates me, though, is that regardless of where you stand on today's announcement, you're motivated to begin talking about round 2 of improvements. What do you want? What do you want to see Scopely do? What is it that we need to see next? We're having this conversation now because we've finally seen them move. And I think that is actually, like, call me rosy-eyed, okay, Cruzito? But listen, you can be as pessimistic as you want to be, or optimistic. I don't know. I can't exactly tell what your position is in chat right now. You're confusing the shit out of me. But that being said, all right,
You swore.
the fact that we're actually having this conversation about what we want to see next is motivating because we're finally seeing them do something. All right. Vic says, you know what? Good point. Why are they motivated to do it? Vic says after thousands have uninstalled the game, they finally decided to move. Better late than never, though. And I do agree with that. All right. And you're right, Cruzito. You're absolutely right. He said it's good for some. That should be applauded. Now let's keep the train moving. And that is the key takeaway right here. That is the key takeaway. We've seen movement. I'm excited by that movement. As Cruzito says, it may not be for me. I don't think hostile cap is overly for me. I'm going to get 1 or 2 officers out of the transporter pattern, and I don't hunt Gorn with the Eviscerator. All right? So these 3 actually affect me minimally. However, I am excited that there is community-generated initiatives that are making their way into the game. And as I mentioned, I'm a little bit more optimistic today because I've seen a much larger list, okay? I've seen a much larger list, and I know that they're being discussed. The thing is, Tarpy, I have always seen them discussed, and I've not seen action, all right?
Mm-hmm.
But again, when I sat in this meeting, and I told you guys, I don't remember if it was a week ago, 2 weeks ago, my time is blurring together. When I sat in this meeting, and I'm watching, I'm on my Zoom, and I'm watching, okay? And I'm seeing this meeting, and I'm watching the interaction, and I'm hearing the talk. I mean, Texas guy, let me be clear. I would love to take the credit, but I've been asking for a lot of this stuff for a very long time. All right, I have been. And then I saw this meeting, and I saw Beck. I saw Beck fight the fight, and now we got it. Now, I totally understand. We're 6-7 years into the game. They did a good thing today, but we got a long way to go, right? I agree with you in that regard. Let's see round 2, right? And then let's see round 3. And then let's see round 4. All right, I'm a little bit motivated today, Texas guy. I don't know. That might be misplaced. That might be misplaced. All right. Texas guy says, that's my point. Beck is finally fighting. Why wouldn't I praise that? First of all, it's not her job, dude. She's in marketing. All right. But this project that she's taking on, all right, and for the record, I don't expect everybody to know all the inner workings of what's going on at Scopely HQ. I don't. All right. I'm uniquely suited to know a lot of this stuff. But I know that no, this is game design, LASIK. It's not marketing. All right, really, truthfully, her primary role is in player experience, new player acquisition, events, stuff like that. That's out and about. Okay, that's the role. That's marketing. All right, this is game design. This is community management. This is ops design. Okay, LASIK says she wants to improve the design to help the marketing job. Sure. Fine, we'll go with that, LASIK. It's still not her job to be in Discord. It's not her job to be writing the game. And it's also not her job to be advocating for the players like we see right now. All right? Now, I'm not knocking on anybody else that's done anything. I'm not, I mean, myself included. Myself included. That's right, Cruzito. It's a win-win. It doesn't matter who does it. And that is fair, Texas guy. Thank you. Thank you, Manx man. Texas guy says, okay, I will step back a little. And that's fair. I just think, you know what? Today we should celebrate the win. You know? Today we celebrate the win. And let's see what comes next. Because you know what? I know maybe, again, this is rosy cheek. But you know what I see here? I see more... You guys are going to make fun of me for saying this. I see Connor empowering his people to make real and tangible changes. Pal, I'm not saying that game design isn't fighting for it. I'm saying we are seeing a new energy and a new mindset all throughout.
I'm so positive. I'm full of positive energy.
All right. Fixing the game is good marketing. Making it more enjoyable is good marketing. That's right, Omicron. We're cutting the red tape a little bit. I don't care who gets the job done and who says that it's not everybody being more receptive to ideas. All right.
So, how about this too? Is how many people, and I can probably name several in the chat, have said I would never recommend this game as it is to a friend or family member. And part of this is trying to get it so that we would want to have our friends and family play this too.
Well,
Like,
whoa. Let's not go crazy
Right.
yet. Okay.
I know, but like, you see where I'm going. It's like I would never recommend a horrible game to friends or family. The game that I played before this, I got my brother to play it for 3 straight years, and I have never tried to get him to play this game.
Archer's like,
So-
speak for yourself, Tarpy. We're not quite there yet, Tarpy. Fair. All right.
No,
Fair.
I never said that we were.
Whoa!
I said, yeah, I never said we were there. But what I'm saying is we are all or a lot of us are in the place of, I would not recommend this game. So trying to get it so that we would even not unrecommend it. So it's like,
Yeah.
I would never tell someone to play this game. Just moving to, if you want to pick it up, it's not the worst thing out there or anything like that. That's what I'm saying.
We got a little work.
Like-
We got a little work to do. But you're right, Manxman. Any QOL update, even if it's not for you, is a win for the broader community. It's a win for the player base. And that Benny Hill says, I see Beck getting shit done. All right, excuse the verbiage, but there's really no other way to put it. Yeah. All right. I see Connor getting some shit done. All right. I see game design and ops and hopefully, knock on wood, hopefully engineering is trying to get some stuff done. So, I mean, again, I know that we look at things in a silo, and I will still be the first to admit this is a great announcement today. There's still a ton of work to do. A ton of work to do. All right. But we were promised that we would start seeing improvements in September. Guys, it's September. All right. And if I'm looking at this holistically, we were told we would start seeing changes in September. Well, Connor is delivering. All right. It may not be as fast as we want. It may not be exactly what we want, but there are changes. And these announcements today, these are community-driven initiatives. All right. And I think that is important to note. So I am pleased with that. All right. I think that is a good thing that we saw today. And like I said, there's more coming. All right. There's more coming. I just can't reveal all of that yet. All right. But hey, today's good step one. Wilson said it would have been a better announcement if it was actually announced to everyone. Fair. I am a big advocate for that. Okay. I am with you, Wilson. But that's why you got me. That's why you got me. UltimatDJz said, hold my beer.
What's the last line?
All right. Yeah, that's why you got me. I'll share that stuff with you. The last line, in fairness, does say that there will be an in-game news and a blog later this week. But we wanted to give you guys a heads up. All right? So that is fair. That's why DJs is not allowed in VIP, because I just share everything. They did say that we're going to post a blog later this week. So maybe I shouldn't have. But, again, I wasn't the only one today. I wasn't the only one. All right, so in summary, we got 7 new officers being added to transporter patterns. Borg 5 of 11, big win. Strange New Worlds, Una. Battleship Strike Team, La'an. Interceptor Strike Team, Gold Dukat. And Explorer Strike Team, Weyoun. You also have the Borg Queen and Borg Hugh, all being added to transporter patterns, which is going to beg a very fun question tonight. How many transporter patterns do I am up to 17.3 million, which means, long story short, come the next Arc launch, Tarpy, I've got 7 more officers that I will add to my maxed instantly. All right, yes. 17 million.
50 shards at a time.
No, they've got a slider. Oh, you mean 50? Yeah, 50. You know what, though? 50 is better. It's better than what it used to be.
Uh-huh.
Divine says I
Right.
don't actually have enough.
But
I probably don't, but I've got some of them already. That's true, Archer. Think of it this way. Post was earlier today. So by you announcing it now, it is, in fact, by definition, later this week than it was earlier today. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I feel relieved now. If Scopely comes to me, I'm going to be like, you know what? It was technically later. By only a few hours, but it was later. All right. Trader says, how many badges do you have? Very good question. Let's check.
not enough.
Probably not. Well, you know what? Here, let me pull up Spock's Club. That'll be easier. All right. Inventory on Spock's Club. All right. I am currently holding, me personally, I'm in okay shape. I've got 113 command, 197 science, 211 engineering. Me personally, I'm okay. I know a lot of you are not. I know it's probably not an issue for me. I've got enough to do what I need to do. I know that a lot of you do not. I know that badges are a big thing, and I will tell you 100% in my pitch. All right? In my pitch for this whole player experience. All right? That is not just about officer shards and not just about materials and not just about Latinum. Okay? This is a part of the initiative. I promise you it is. This is absolutely on my list. Okay? Actually, Centurion, I do know the pain of badges back in the day. They were a pay-only thing, and I get it. And they were, and I did know that pain 5 years ago. All right? I don't know, because I do not buy badges. So I do not know why I do not have a badge problem now. I do not buy officer packs. I do not know.
Do you know why?
No, I don't know why.
Do you want to know?
Please.
It's the Armada Prime. The G4, G5 Armada Prime.
Yeah, that makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Literally that.
Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. I've got that Prime. And by the way, that Prime is now grindable. We've talked about that. Where is that grindable? Tarpy, remind everybody where they can get Prime Armada.
So that
remember.
is the Shooting Stars one, the Prime Valor emblems.
Yeah.
So you can get that, among other places, in Alliance tournaments, which starts Wednesday. Yep. And let's see, that's in ATAs now, P1 ATAs.
There you go.
And it is in the cons, whatever the pull that you get every day, whatever the name of that is.
How many officers do I have waiting to get upgraded? I mean, I wouldn't think a lot. After who was it? TJ basically shamed me into upgrading all my officers. I mean, I've done it now. I've got a couple here that could go. All right, but I mean, I'm at 6,921 on my mess hall ranking. So I mean, I don't have a ton that doesn't. You know, but I mean, look, I also have a ton of officers that are not maxed, in all fairness. All right, I have a ton of officers that are not maxed. You want me to check Khan's favor? Yeah, see, I don't think I have that maxed yet. I don't think I'm at 60. I'm in the 50s, I believe. Let me take a quick
how close will the transporter patterns update get you?
2 more. Yeah, right there. Prime Valor emblems, that's where they come there. And then where can I find the number of officers that's in the augment faction, right? Because I'm only at level 4 out of that 1.
It depends.
There you go.
It would also say on the research for the in the away team's research tree.
Okay. I don't have 60 because I'm still tier 4 on that. So I'm less than 60.
Yeah.
All right, where do we find it?
It's
Khan's favor.
What?
See, I can
research
do
tree.
I can do Khan's favor. I'm actually just short on the thing, so I can do the next level. So I don't know actually what that cap is. All right. Yeah, no, Madrox, I just haven't been. I've been clicking play. I haven't clicked on a new one. I'll play a new one. It's fine. Kinslayer says I have 55 command, 66 science, 110 engineering, and I've never bought a badge. I'm up 66. You know, again, I don't know what the difference is for me. It's this one again.
All the king's horses and all the king's men could put hunting together again.
I love rock nursery rhymes. It's fantastic. So it requires 50 epic officers for tier 9, which obviously I've got. So I'm over 50. I'm less than 60. Okay? I'm over 50, less than 60. I don't know what the exact number is. So again, I don't think I'm that behind. But now I am probably not in the situation that some of the more advanced whales are, because I do obviously look right here. Right here is where I start level 20 officers. So I've got 4 per line. Or 8 per line, 4 lines, 8 lines. So that's 32, 40. I've got 47 officers that are not maxed. Okay, so 47 officers that are not maxed. I would imagine that if you have the number of shards necessary for all these officers, then I probably would be out of badges. And I would be out of badges. So I'm just not in that spot. But I also acknowledge that for younger players coming up, all right, they are also in a situation where they're very short on badges. And it is absolutely something that is on the initiative list. That's something I've been advocating for a long time when I'm talking about this whole player experience. Okay? So I think that is very important. Jules, on the other hand, look here. Jules is the complete opposite of me. He's got 58 epic officers maxed, but is down to only 10 command badges. I don't know how that could be, other than just bad RNG. I don't have an answer. Benny Hill says, I have 157 command badges. I don't know why everyone's complaining about badges. Well, you are in the minority, my friend. However, I am there with you. I am also in the minority, and I don't really know why. All right, because I don't buy badges, and Scopely doesn't give me badges. I don't buy badges. So I don't know why this is my situation. I truly don't. I consider myself fortunate that I'm not in that situation, but I know that it is a situation for a large number of players. And so I can tell you, this is absolutely something that we're continuing to push for. Sea Engineering is down to 7 command badges. That's enough for 1 officer, man. 1. Cruzito, I just showed off. My officers are fine. I've got 9 officers that I could promote. And I don't even care to, I mean, if you wanted to do that crazy thing like we did with TJ that night, I'll do them all. I don't care. All right? But I don't know why I'm at Rico. Look, Rico's got 175 command badges. 267 engineering, 272 science. How? Rico, what are we doing that's different than other people? A Powell, on the other hand, has 2 command badges, 1 science and 14 engineering. Matt says the Thursday event is key to getting badges. Is that really the only difference between somebody having 200 badges and somebody having none?
Now I'm curious how many I have, because I haven't touched the Apex Thursday event or the event store for it in over a year.
By the way, Dane, literally, a couple of these just happened. So no judgment. All right, I was actually waiting for some type of event, but Dane just happened. French Marshal Q just happened. Ta'ana just happened. Look, my shard counts are even. Those just happened. And I think Enterprise E Picard happened as a result of a research. I think. I can't remember. But yeah, some of these just happened. But again, I don't know. Duder says, are you spending minor commendation tokens? No! That's the next crazy thing. I'm sure not. Look, I've got 50,000 of them. And what are they? 840 per badge? So, I mean, I've got more there. 5,500 divided by 840. I've got another 60 command badges if I needed them. So again, I don't know what the difference is. I wish I could tell you because if I could tell you, if I could solve this problem for you, I would be the #1 content creator. I don't know what the answer is. Cruzito thinks that he's got it. He says, you're pulling max pulls on all of your Armada chests every single day. You betcha I am. Absolutely, and I'll prove it. Is that the difference, Cruzito?
Say that?
Yeah, well, you had mentioned that. Well, you had mentioned the Prime, but also the fact that I pull them all. Look, I can pull an Epic today.
Right.
But yeah, I've got +1 refinery, +1 refinery, +1 refinery, all the way through G4 and G5. All right, you didn't have it in G3. I've got 6 bundles that I pull max pulls. I'm pulling max with an extra refinery pull. But there they are. G5, still pulling it. G4, still pulling it. G3, still pulling it. So that's what I'm saying. And that Bad Gamer agreeing with Tarpy that on top of still pulling that, plus the extra refinery batch, you got to think, look here. If I pull this chest right here, all right, I'm getting what, 6 chests out of here? I'm getting 6 chests every time I pull this chest. Well, there are badges in here, right? Are there badges in this one? No, there's not badges in this one. Going to the next one. Are they in the epics? No? Are they in the rares?
No. It's only in the rares.
I don't
It's in
see
the
any.
rares.
I don't see any in the G4 rare either. Oh, there they are. There they are. There they are. Sorry. I was looking right over them. So there's their G4 rare, G5 rare.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's badges. So here, this one, I'm getting 4 chest pulls every single time this cools down. I mean, I wish I had an exact answer for you. I wish there was a science to it, folks. I don't know what it is. I think that armadas have a lot to do with it, but a lot of you guys say that you're doing it. I got to be honest with you. I'm with Weyoun. I don't do the Thursday events anymore. I did for a long time, but I haven't for the last several months. Okay? Yes, Dragon Keeper. They're in G5 and G4 rare chest are the badges. I don't believe they exist in the G3, and they do not. So G4 rare, G5 rare, they exist. So G4 rare, G5 rare, there are badges available. And it is, if I'm not mistaken, it's not a guarantee. Did you guys just lose the stream again? Yeah.
Correct.
Let's see. All right. Well, yep, battle passes have them as well. You need a trade badges option. I don't disagree. I would like that. I think that would be a great idea.
That would be cool for a Alliance store kind of thing, or a trading post for your Alliance where you could like trade badges. Like, people have brought that up for a while.
That
where it's
will
like, how could you
never
make
happen,
it fair for
Tarby.
G6 players?
That will never
I know.
happen, Tarpy.
I know.
We'll
Well, yeah, you said
never,
that about how
ever
many
be able to
things.
trade stuff in the Alliance. Never. That'll never happen. Scopely.
How's that going for you?
Listen, I said it on purpose. Now it's going to happen. All right. I hope it happens now.
But so people, whenever we bring it up, people are like, well, it'll never be fair for G6. I'm like, well, command badges or badges seem like a way to make it fair for G6. It's like, I can donate G3 and G4 and G5 rare mats as much as people want, and G6 players might still need command badges.
Oh, now, pal. Yeah,
Like, that would be something they could ask for.
I cannot believe that you've never, ever pulled a badge out of the G4 rare chest. I can't buy that. That cannot be real. It's not my fault, guys. I'm sorry. I know the internet's struggling right now. I can't do anything about it. We've got terrible weather. I've got horrible weather right now. Patrick says, don't forget, Griffin got those 30 in the in an event store badge or an event store redeem. I don't remember what that was, but we did get that. So, I mean, obviously they got a lot more work to do. All right, they got a lot more work to do on that. But, yeah, badges are on the list. All right. I can't do anything about it, guys. I'm sorry. Just bear with it. Lightning must have struck again because, I mean, it's showing a good bit rate, but I am dropping frames. So, I'm just going to have to bear with it for a minute.
So it might just be Strider's Twitch, but he said there's 2 minutes ish of lag between when I talk
And when it shows up.
in our house and when he hears it on Twitch.
Well, yeah, there is. I can definitely see some lag. I'm dropping some frames. Maybe when it goes back to green, then he can refresh and catch up. But yeah, I'm not green right now. I'm only yellow. I'm only yelling. Yelling, yellow. So, yeah,
Also,
MJ says it's
I
pouring the
think,
rain where he is too. Yeah, we've got terrible weather right now. So I'm sorry if there's lag, and I'm sorry for bad frame rate. Dragon
So,
Keeper.
For
God.
the people who are like, I have too many badges.
Wait. So
Like,
I got
just always remember there are people who are starting the game. It's not for us. It's for the people who are starting the game that we're also thinking about.
also thinking about it. It's not just that. All right. I mean, because there's problems here today. There's Pal just talked about it, and there's players now. But yeah, it's also for that early experience. Okay. I can't listen. Refresh. It's back. I'm full green now, but I can't do anything about it. I'm sorry. You say AT&T Fiber wouldn't do that, but I'm not so sure. All right, we're having significant weather right now. And besides, fiber for me is not an option. I looked at that, remember? 6 figures. Divine says might have something to do with all the free directives I get. Oh, Divine. I don't get directives either. I get a battle pass, and I get a new ship. And I get the officers. If anything, that should put a cramp on my badges. I don't get free directives. You know what I'm doing to earn my directives? I'm pulling all the Armada chests. That's how I get the directives. I don't get directives. I will say on occasion, like when something new has launched, they'll give me some to do a test. But I mean, that doesn't fuel that forever. You know? And even then, I mean, gosh, with the regular Armadas, that would have been years ago that went into that. You know, so I can't justifiably say that either. Nelson, you say that it's not just Twitch that's struggling, YouTube is stuttery too, but that is my bandwidth. I can see my bandwidth meter tonight. We're struggling. I'm at 5.6% dropped frames, which is not bad, but it's enough to cause lag. It's enough to maintain a stream, but it's certainly enough to cause lag too. Mimi says 6 figures, so like 2 vengeances. What did I say 6 figures on?
Fiber on the mountain.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mimi. I actually got a quote to tunnel fiber up the mountain, and it was like 120 grand. Yeah, I couldn't do that. Couldn't do it. So, yeah, not a realistic thing. But, yeah, I pull all these, and every single one of them contains directives. All right, especially down here. The G3 ones pay the most directives of any of them. All right. And then the rare pays the epic directives. The G3 chests pay more directives than any of the others. Wait, MJ, it's your birthday? Is it your flipping birthday? Happy birthday, MJ! Mad Hatter says badges shouldn't be based on RNG. I don't necessarily disagree, but again, law of averages should be writing this out. That's what I'm saying. There is something different. Hang on. Hang on, I gotta check something. If you don't mind, sorry. Stand by.
Uh-oh.
No. It looks like somebody's working on our pack list, guys. So those of you who want packs, that might be going out here in the next few moments. Okay. Yeah. Hey. Packs are being worked on. Which means battle passes are being worked on.
Woo.
Woo! All right. Good stuff.
All right, what's this event that's out right now?
The Syndicate event.
I
Okay.
literally haven't logged into it.
Okay. Now, where's Matters? I need Matters to have my back on this. Matters, where are you? Where are you at, Matters?
He's not on stage right now.
Well, let me tell you that the thing that pissed me off so much last month, is not a thing. Guys, screen grab this. Okay. Did you get a good screen capture?
What?
This pack does not have a 24-hour timer on it. This is what pissed me off so much last month. All right? This is that dumb/good event that was dumb if you bought the $24 pack. All right? But it was good. And by the way, I'm just going to point out here. All right? I'm just going to point out that I'm not even 1,000% sure that it's intentional, but now we've got evidence. Okay? It says 1 day special, but now it has a 4-day timer on it. Okay? Last month, it was a 1 day special, and I was pissed because I didn't look at it on the first day. And I said that this particular pack is actually not a bad pack. Archer says not Syndicate, it's Spendicate. Fine. I don't disagree. Okay? But this pack right here, this one was what made the event possibly worth it. Once the $100 pack went away and you were only dealing with the $24.99 pack, it was dumb. Like, to be perfectly honest with you, this pack needs to go away. This pack 100% needs to go away. It
The
also says
$25 one?
Yes, it's a dumb pack. But you're right, Cruzito. It says 1 day special, and it also says limited time, 1 day only. But there's a timer. You're not taking this away from me, Scopely. You're not taking this away. It was the only thing about last month that was terrible about this event. The fact that this is here actually provides value. Now, if you guys will remember, if you want to believe me on the math, that's fine. If not, we'll do it again tonight. All right? We'll do it again tonight if you guys want. But the materials and resources in this pack were like 160% higher than a normal pack, plus the amount of Syndicate that comes in the grinding events. The amount of Syndicate that comes in the grinding events also equals 150% of a Syndicate pack. All right? So as long as the $100 pack stays there, yes, Cruzito, it's 50% more. You get more No, you got it backwards. You got to do all 4 events, but it pays 150% more Syndicate. So let's add it up. Now, again, hopefully they didn't change it. So let's do the math. All right? Who's got a notepad and paper? You guys going to help me out? We're gonna hold Scopely to their math because I was a very big critic of this last month. A very big critic. I was super pissed about it. Like, actually pissed. All right? Now, Chris, you've got a totally different perspective, one that is very, very valid. We're going to talk about that, so don't let me forget. I want to do the math first, and then we're going to come back to that perspective, because Cruzito will acknowledge my math, but he also agreed with that particular point, which I know a lot of the VIP have talked about as well. All right? So let's take a look and make sure that they haven't changed the math. So we've got... I'm going to leave the music off because I'm not going to keep pressing buttons. All right. It's 375,000 plus 187,500, 112,500, and 75,000 equals 750,000, which is double the top milestone. Great. 750,000. We're going to assume that that is the same in all 4 events. 3 million. All right, which, by the way, is how much comes in a pack. Then you also have the meta, which is going to pay another 1.75 million. All right, so long story short, we're going to get 4.7 million Syndicate if we do all four. Okay? 4.7 million Syndicate if we do all four. Now, if I'm going to come into the packs, and we're going to take a look at the pack store. Okay? Let's go into the offers, and we're just going to look for, I don't know where that would be. Limited time, maybe. Where's the
That's in the first one.
featured
I think.
Syndicate? No, not this one. I want to, because there's no Syndicate in here. This is where you grind it. Okay, what I want to look for is the normal, regular Syndicate XP pack, and it might be better if I open up the website so I can search. Anybody know what bucket it's in? Somebody can help me out quickly. That would be great. I don't remember what bucket it's in. Here we go. Syndicate XP Elite. It's in the research bucket. 3 million. All right, but we know we're getting 4.7. So right there, it's actually slightly higher than 50% more. Okay? Slightly higher than 50% more. Also, I'm going to point out, let's just do a quick note. Jot this down for me really quick. I'm up 70. So let's take a look at Sigma Trite. 1045. Not very good. Let's take a look at G6 Rare Crystal. Okay? 860. And let's also look at G6 Uncommon Crystal. 3,300. Okay? I don't know if there's anything else we want to see. Boom, 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 boom. We do have a few speed ups in here. Definitely not a bad thing, but let's do that too. 82 hours worth of 1 hour Sigma speed ups. Those are construction and repairs, or not repair, but construction and tier up speed ups. Okay. So now, do we have that? We've got the numbers. 82 1 hours. We got the uncommon. We got the rare and Sigma Trite, for example. Did we write that down? You guys have it for me? All right. Let's move to the next. Let's move back to what we get over here. We're going back into the events. Hey, Scalyback, how you doing? All right, so in the Syndicate contract event, in the meta, we also have 25 Watt Carol shards, added value, cool. In each of the 4 events, as it was just pointed out, we're also earning premium mirror dust, which some people might be done with. All right, I'm not saying that it's good for everybody. Some people might be done with it, and that's fine if you are. 250 per event. So that's basically 1,000 premium mirror dust as well. Okay? And then 25 Watt Carol shards, which, again, Scopely math says is roughly $100. Now, let's take a look at the Syndicate pack for these 4 events. Oops, wrong button. Let's go over here. By the way, this is different for Syndicate 55 and higher. Okay, I can't see it 40. I can't see it at 54 and down. But from what I understand, the math holds. Candid Onion says each event gives something different. I don't believe. Okay, let's double check. I don't remember that being that way last time, but let's double check. Not all events give mirror dust. Okay, fair enough. So there's 250. This one, depot tokens, 20,000, which roughly equates to what? 6 epic officer shards over here. Well, that's a complete waste. Oh, fusion rods. All right, I know some people like fusion rods. And then wrath credits. Okay, so 250 premium mirror dust, some wrath credits, probably have a little bit of value. Listen, I am going to discount the secondary material. Syndicate is what it's all about. All right? Sugar Red says I'm done with premium mirror dust. A lot of people are. I'm not. But we're going to discount that anyway because there's a secondary currency that's different in all of them. All right, so now you guys still have the amounts, Tarpy? You got the amounts that were in that first pack? Let's compare to what is in the new pack. Okay. We're going to come up here to the featured pack, and we're going to take a look at Syndicate Seal, the $100 one. So how much Sigma Trite? Well, we're 150% higher. There was roughly 1,080 in the last one, right?
Mm-hmm.
How far behind is chat lagging? This is probably bad.
A fair bit.
A fair bit. Will you guys throw up the amount of trite, the amount of rare, crystal, the amount of uncommon crystal, and the amount of speed ups. It was 82 1-hour speed ups. I remember that. Well, look here, 164. It's doubled, 200%. Uncommon crystal, wasn't it 3,200? Or it's 6,600. Might have been 3,300. I don't remember. Either way, it's a 200% pack. So just taking the Syndicate completely out of it, it's a 200% pack. All right. And then on top of that, you're actually earning 4.7 million Syndicate in place of 3 million Syndicate. Okay. Thank you. Jeff Games wrote it down. 880 rare. Thank you. Let's take a look at 880 rare. 1,720. All right. Just shy of 200%. Oh, Sugar Red says I was laughing at the idea of anyone being done. Oh, no. Some people are done, dude. Some people are done with it. No, that's actually real. Some people are done with it. All right.
They must have bought it.
Oh, yeah, they did buy it. Obviously.
Yeah,
But yeah,
okay.
yeah, some people are done with it. Okay. So you look at the rare. It's doubled. Thank you, Jeff Games, for writing it down. 3,300 uncommon, 6,600 uncommon. 82-hour, 1-hour speed ups, 164. Guys, it's a 200% pack. And then you're getting about 155 to whatever that math holds, 155 to 160 percent in Syndicate. What is the catch? The catch is there's engagement. All right. Yeah, chat answering before I ask. No, actually, I think they're way behind. I asked that a long time ago. All right, I asked that a long time ago. So it's a 200% pack for resources and materials. It's roughly 155, call it 150% on Syndicate. But you've got engagement. And this is why I said, mathematically, this is a good event for spenders if they want to spend $100 for the Syndicate. It's just going to require you to hit hostiles. And what's it going to require? Not that much. If I can kill a level 70 hostile, which I can, all right, I'm going to get 2 times the points for doing it with an interceptor, which, by the way, would be my Junker or my Krencha. Okay? That would be roughly 850 million, 20 hostiles. Oh, my gosh, I do that with my daily. Okay, let's take a look at the battleship one. By the way, I can do that with my cube. 20 hostiles. You know where I might be in a little bit of trouble here is with the Explorer one. That one may be a little bit trickier for me.
Can you hit? What can you hit with your Protector and Mirror Space?
Oh, brilliant! I can hit 70s with my Protector in Mirror Space.
There you go. Not so hard.
Okay, 20 hostiles. Well, that's easy peasy. Day 4. Just generic. No specialty ship? Well, cool. I'll also do that with my Junker or my Borg Cube.
So,
Okay?
by the way, DJs,
Yeah.
it's defeat 1 level 70 hostile is 433 million points, right? Out of 9 billion points?
Well, no, you get
You just
so on the
double
first
the point.
no, on the first 3 days you get double the points for using the ship type.
Right. So it's still not that bad of a
No, that's what I'm
grind,
saying.
even
20
if you didn't have a good, yeah.
Yeah, 20 hostiles. Oh, I see
Yeah.
what you're saying. You could do it with 40 hostiles. Yeah. Now.
Yeah, that's not even that bad.
Now. Or the relativity would be another good one. Protector, Mirror Universe, relativity would be another good one. That's a great idea. All right. What's the Revenant? That's an interceptor, isn't it? Revenant would also work with the Borg Solo Armadas, potentially. Anyway, long story short, these are not grindy events. Okay? Very, very reasonable events. Now, here comes the only con of this, and Sugar Red has it. And I don't remember who said it way, way back, and I said, remind me of your point. And I don't remember who it was now.
Risk breaker.
Was it Risk Breaker? He said, I'm not spending
I think so.
$100 for 1/6 the level of a new Syndicate event. And therein lies, in my opinion, the only negative to this event is I feel like this Syndicate hasn't scaled with the new requirements. I mean, for example, I need 17 million to go to the next level. I can earn 4.7 million. That means I'm only going to earn 25%, so it's a little better than 1/6. But I'm also only 56. It's even higher the later you go. Right? So therein lies, if I were going to have a complaint, that would be it. It was Chris. Thank you, Chris. It was you. Your syndicate rank requirements are massive. Just out of curiosity, and I know it's going to be 2 minutes before I get this answer, but Chris, what is your current syndicate level and where are you going to? And by the way, I'm going to, and chat, I know it's very behind. I'm very sorry. It may be refreshing, could bring you back into real time because you guys are answering the question about Revenant versus Gorn and and all that stuff. I know you guys are talking about that. We did that several minutes ago. So I'm sorry about that. Maybe if you refresh, it'll bring you up. Let's take a look at Syndicate event, at the Syndicate requirements as according to Spock's Club. Or, I mean, Spock's Club. So, I'm in the wrong one. Actually, I wanted to go to STFC.space anyway. Why is my keyboard not working? My keyboard's dead. Oh, battery actually died. Sorry. Okay. All right, let's go to STFC.space. Take a look at Syndicate. Okay, here we go. So let's go on down here to level 55 and take a look at some of the requirements that it's going to take to move up. So, 57 million to get to 56. The next one, 78 million. That is 21 million just to go from 56 to 57. So, in that regard, is $4.5 million worth $100? This is the complaint. If I were going to have one, Sugar Red, this is the complaint that I've got. I feel like it hasn't scaled. That being said, Scopely tells me that this is somewhat intentional. Well, not somewhat. They did make it very larger gaps because they wanted it to last a longer period of time. So we also take a look at what Candid Onion says. We earn about $300,000 a day. So what is the monetary value of 4.7 million Syndicate? Officer Picard says, I don't feel like it's worth $100. Now, community, this is what I want to focus on right here and now. What they've done with the math completely holds up. Now we're talking about worth, and that is our right. That is our right as consumers to say that it is or is not worth it. And that I respect 1,000,000%. 1,000,000% I respect that position. All right? Because that is what the conversation should be. Sugar Red says, not worth $100 for me. Fine. Maybe the Syndicate's not. What about the 200% pack? Officer Picard says, if it was 9 million, then I would feel better about it. Okay, now we're talking about our personal worth. Alpaca says, I totally get it. I see what Scopely wants out of it. It's just not what I'm willing to spend. There you go. Guys, this is the conversation that is okay for us to have. Right here. You guys are having it now. It's not that the pack isn't worth it. It's not, or let me rephrase. It's not that the pack is wrong. It's not that the materials are off or that the Syndicate doesn't make sense related to the existing packs. What we're saying is, I want $100 to give me more progress. That is fair. That's completely fair. Spock says, worth it to each player. For me, the materials and other loot, being that it's a 200% pack, actually made it worth it. Don't even care about the events. Okay? LASIK says, I just recently bought a 200% pack for station building, so the timing is a little off for me. But you did just buy a 200% pack. That's what this is. Okay? So maybe the Syndicate is not the direction you want to go in. Maybe it's just the 200% pack. And by the way, I'm not peddling the pack. Don't care. Am I going to engage? I'm undecided. I said last month that I probably would have, but then the pack disappeared. You see what I'm saying? I said last month I was really upset that the pack disappeared because I was probably going to come back and do it, but I came back on day 2 and the pack was gone. So that's my, that was my thing, and that's making me rethink it now this month. It's a 200% pack. I don't typically buy Syndicate, but if I buy the 200% pack, well, then I'm going to get 4.7 million Syndicate as a bonus for simple engagement.
So I would say wait until tomorrow to buy it. It won't hurt you on the events, right?
No, it will not.
Or will it?
No, it won't, because the events last for 4 days. Well, let me rephrase. Today's event lasts for 4 days. All right. Tomorrow's event will last for 3. Day 3's event will last for 2. The whole thing expires 4 days from the start, but it's a staggered launch. So if I wanted to come and do all 4 of these events on day 4, then I could. And by the way,
totally could.
I totally could. And why might I want to wait, Tarpy? Think like an op 70.
Payday is Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe payday. All right. But you know what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
I'm thinking there is metrics for earning Syndicate in my Vengeance event. Now, I know that that's not something that everybody's thinking about. All right. But I'm thinking about Syndicate for my Vengeance. I might actually get a couple of blueprints. Okay. I know, which is a little crazy. All right.
So why I'm saying wait until tomorrow is I'm honestly curious if they will screw with the timer on the pack and it will go away anyway.
I will intentionally wait for that. I will intentionally wait. Yeah.
And the other reason I bring that up is last week's villains treasury that they had out with Winadama and all of the stuff in that treasury. There were, I noticed maybe a dozen people, myself included, that the treasury just disappeared when there was still time left to claim it. So I'm curious if, that extends to other things, because I was waiting to see if I would be able to unlock her, and now I can't.
Wait, the treasury disappeared
so my treasury disappeared. Yeah, it disappeared with 23 hours and 40 minutes on the timer. And it disappeared for me, it disappeared for Quazzle, it disappeared for a number of people. And
That's weird.
So I was probably going to do it. It was my free treasury, and it had regular speed ups, not the repair speed ups like are in the current one. And now because I didn't have enough stuff to spend during the weekend, so now I can't unlock the offer.
The treasury served its original purpose.
It did.
Yeah.
And it got taken away a day early.
A lesser man says, for me, spending $100 only makes sense if what you buy is forever. Well, there's an argument to that. Syndicate is technically forever. And I've argued that Syndicate is one of the best investments in the game. It requires no speed ups. It requires no materials. It requires no resources. And it stays forever. And it scales with growth. So I have consistently argued that Syndicate is one of the better researches in the game. I don't know what point. I don't know if that makes it worth it to you or not. I just lost your comment. I'm so sorry. Where was it? I just lost. Oh, lesser man. I don't know if that makes it worth it to you or not. But Syndicate does grow with your account. It scales, and that's one of the things that I've always loved about it. For example, you take a look right here at this one. For example, all right, the bonuses scale by growth. So it's one reason that we've always talked about. Again, another reason we haven't talked about this in a long time, but even camping, right, can be somewhat detrimental. From 50 to 51, you get a significant jump in your entire Syndicate tree. All right. So Mord says, have people put in tickets for the early removal of treasury? I did not know about that. But can I be honest? Wait, mine's still here. Wait, so this was the last one. The last one last week. Okay.
Yeah.
Are we okay? Just out of curiosity, and I'm not saying yes or no or wrong or anything, but it was a naturally shorter treasury. Are we 100% sure that it did disappear early?
DJ. I know.
It was only 4 days.
I had 23 hours and 40 minutes left to claim it with my broken desealing rod. I
Okay.
know that I had time left.
Okay, I was just asking because I know it was naturally a shorter one. I didn't know.
No, I understand that.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, I had time. I had a day left,
Well, yeah, I'd probably file a ticket then.
and it was gone. Beck saw it. She said she didn't know what happened.
I don't know what happened either. I didn't know. I didn't look at it, but I
Right.
wasn't paying attention to that treasury either. Vul says the timer
that's
showed
fine,
1
but
day
it's
left,
just
and then
like-
poof, it went the way of the gold shield. It served its original
It
intent.
literally disappeared on Wednesday at reset, or Tuesday or Wednesday at reset. Like it disappeared at reset.
So now Divine talks about the Syndicate, circling back to Syndicate. Packs haven't been updated for Syndicate 55. But, well, here's the thing. Scopely says that they're intended. All right? Which is, and you know what? That's fine. There's a lot of things in this game that Scopely sets the value on. And then we determine, yes, it's worth it, or no, it's not. All right? Scopely has said that the amount of Syndicate is intended. So now it's up to you. You get to decide if it's worth it to you. I got to be honest with you. I am considering it. The Syndicate is a bonus to me. The Syndicate is a bonus to me. I'm looking at the 200% pack. You see what I'm saying? I'm looking at the 200% pack, and then 4.7 million Syndicate is kind of a bonus. I mean, if I add all that together, to me, that looks like a $350 value for $100. Does that make sense? Now, that may not, I mean, that may be a deal that... Is that Matters? Hey, Matters, what are you doing? We were talking about that same Syndicate event that popped up again this month that was here last month, and I was actually considering doing it, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to test them. I'm going to test them to see if they pull it down early, because, look, the one-day special pack has a 4-day timer on it. The one day...
but it did last.
Yeah, if you remember, last month, you convinced me that the math was good enough to hold up, and I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to do it. And then I came back the second day, and the pack was gone.
And it was gone.
Yeah, I was super pissed about it.
Yeah, but what if it's gone again this time?
Well, then I'm
You're
not
going to
buying.
wait and
Yes.
possibly lose out on it?
I am
Okay.
I'm gonna wait on principle, sir. I'm gonna wait on principle. They've got a 4-day
You can
timer.
go ahead and buy it if you want, and because I am not going to, and I can tell you if it disappears.
No,
I mean, so
If you're
could
just
I.
doing it to see.
it's on principle.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing it on principle. All right.
All right.
It's a 4-day timer.
All right.
If they honor the timer, I think I'm probably going to do it. I think it's worth it to me. Okay. I think it's worth it to me.
Yep.
But I'm going to make sure they don't screw this up, because last month I was really pissed about it. I was super pissed about it last month.
Yeah, you were.
I was very
You were
upset
very
about it last.
mad
Yes,
that
I
next
was.
day.
Yes, I was. So I'm gonna wait and see what happens. Okay. Hey, I need to ask I'm sorry, I have to ask a question very quickly. Is there anybody in our chat by the name of Name is Popo? If you are in chat, I desperately need a DM from you on Discord, like post haste. I recognize your name. I've seen you in our Discord before, but I don't know if you're here now. I don't think I've seen you tonight. But if you are in chat, name is Popo, I need you to DM me. We're trying
You'd be able to tag them.
Huh? They're
If
not.
they were in Twitch chat right now, you would be able to tag them. Like you
Oh,
could type
crapola.
at
Okay.
and then type their name.
All right. Reason is all battle passes have now been granted as well. So all packs are out. All battle passes are out. There you go. Bam. Everybody's got their stuff. Everybody's got their stuff now, except for name is Popo, in which apparently the player ID is incorrect. Sorry. Nothing I can do about that. I copy and pasted it. So if you're here, I'll try to reach out to you. And I'm also going to reach out to Lube. It looks like you were one of Lube's winners. So there you go.
Oh my God.
The
Wham.
name is Popo is the only one who's
It
not
wouldn't
gonna
matter
get
if
this
I
one.
tagged him on Twitch. It wouldn't matter if I tagged him on Twitch. If he's not watching, he's not going to get the tag.
Well, and I'm pretty sure if he's not in the audience, it wouldn't let me tag him. And yeah, he's not in here. So yeah, I can't do it either. Bender says, mine just hit my account. Thank you. I saw Jeff Games say, mine just hit my account.
God.
Whoop, whoop. LASIK says, mine just hit my account. Let's go. Woo woo! There you guys go. So if you want to pack, then you've got them now. And if you got a battle pass, you've got them now. Except for Popo. Dragon Keeper says, I've never won a free pack here yet. Well, I guess you should probably not be so negative. Maybe it's karma. Maybe it's your karma, Dragon Keeper. Maybe you should be nicer. Matt says he hasn't
It's
won
not
yet
that
either.
because I haven't got one either.
Yeah, Matters. Well, that's because Matters is not allowed
Or
to
me.
win. Matters is not allowed to win. Yeah, just win more marbles. By the way, Jules Verne, I saw you in chat earlier. Thanks to the lab rats, the Crusher crew is helping me kill augments. There you go. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, let's see. Vagrant's got a question. Hold on, stop moving, chat. DJs, do you remember right before this arc, you said players, chat's still moving, players who haven't completed building the Reliant might be very happy this arc. What were you referring to? I haven't seen any new sourcing for it. I said players who hadn't completed building the Reliant might be very happy. All right, I got to think about what I was referring to. Can you give me some more context? Or give me a clip?
So you had said,
Remind me, Tarpy.
you had said that Reliant owners, I think of a particular ops, so 45 and down maybe, would be very happy this month. Hint, hint, cough, cough, nudge, nudge. So I think what you were trying to say is that lower ops, that different experience, should include something for the Reliant.
Oh, yeah! Well, okay. Yes, I remember that. I do remember saying that now. Hang on a second. Let me go back to my notes. I remember saying that. Here we go. I was looking at the targeted experience. And the targeted experience was targeted towards Franklin and the Reliant. So let me ask, because I don't have the events. For 44 and down, your Reliant events, what rewards are they paying? What rewards are they paying?
Reliant events?
Ops 44 and down in their targeted events. This is what I said. Ops 44 and down should be happy because for Ops 44 and down, there were Reliant targeted events that had extra rewards to support the acquisition and tiering of your Reliant. Now, that's what I'm asking, Rico. I don't know because I don't have those events, so I haven't been able to see them. But that was the targeted experience this month. Remember, 20 through 27 was Franklin, and 28 through 44 was Reliant.
Wouldn't it be great if STFC.space worked?
Actually showed the
for
events like they used to.
events?
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
Vagrant
Wouldn't it be
says
great?
all we got was extra resources and materials for upgrading the Reliant. It didn't help us obtain the Reliant. So it gave you. So it did also give you some parts. Okay, it was good to help you push it up, but it didn't provide any sourcing. Well, isn't that what I said? 44 and below owners of the Reliant were gonna get better rewards.
You
think that's what I
kind
said.
of said if you don't have one, you might be happy too.
Are you
Like,
guys?
you were-
If you don't have one, are you earning parts? And for the record, I haven't seen these events. I have no idea what they're paying. I can't tell you. I don't know what your experience has been. Broken Wolf says they gave some parts, but probably not enough. Okay. So we need it to be a little more accelerated. But at least, at least it was there. So we need to ramp it up a little bit. But again, targeted experience. It's there. So, but now if we need to push it a little bit more, then we'll advocate for pushing it. But at the very least, there was the targeted experience. You guys got some specialty events that paid some of those materials, but maybe we can work on pushing them up a little bit. So, but yeah, that was the targeted experience. Ops 28 through 44 was targeted for Reliant. Ops 20 through 27 was targeted for Franklin this month. Burton says, no, they didn't give parts. They encouraged you to spend parts. Well, Broken Wolf said they just did give parts. I'm confused. Which one is it?
It might depend on the ops or whether or not you have the ship.
That could depend too. And again, I can't say this enough. I haven't seen it, so I don't know what your experience has been. But I know that was the target. Was focusing on the Reliant experience and focusing on the Franklin experience. Broken Wolf says that did give some parts. Okay, well, if it gave some, but also upgrading some, well, that's to be expected. Vagrant says they didn't give you any parts. That doesn't seem likely. I mean, I'm looking at the calendar. I see several Reliant targeted events. You say they gave you 0
Do you have
parts?
a Reliant, Vagrant?
Suddenly got very quiet in here.
Right, sorry.
Vagrant does not have the Reliant. Well, now if you don't have the Reliant, you might not get the parts. Now, if you don't have the Reliant, did you get blueprints? What was your experience? If you don't have the Reliant, what was your experience? Vagrant says no blueprints. So what events did you have? Did you still have the Reliant targeted events? Broken Wolf says, I do have it. I got parts. I mean, so there must have been, you're right, Tarpy, there must have been a targeted piece there if you owned it or didn't own it. However, I will tell you, I would have liked to have seen, if you didn't own it, I would have liked to have seen blueprints thrown in there, for sure. I would have liked to have seen that. Vagrant says, I got the Reliant upgrade event and couldn't score any points because I don't have the ship. Well, that makes sense. If you get into it. Mord says it would be cool if Scopely gave the content creators an overview of all the events so they can have these conversations without having multiple accounts. Well, in fairness, this was the first month they did do that, Mord. I've got a calendar, but it did not show me metrics and it doesn't show me rewards. It just shows me what the events were. So I did get that. And actually, this was the first month I've ever gotten that. But it was the targeted experience. Like I said, I actually had more information about 44 and down than I did 45 plus this month. But I know that they were doubling down on trying to commit to that targeted experience. So yeah, I actually had a calendar. I had a more complete calendar for 44 down than I did for 45 plus this month. But yeah, I don't get to see rewards and I don't get to see the metrics. I saw what the events were. What is today's date? 22nd?
22nd.
So you guys should have had trivia today. Is that right? Yeah, Board, I agree. It was nice. I really enjoyed having this calendar. But yeah, seeing the rewards in the future would be really nice. I've advocated for that. I don't even get that for current audience. But hey, Ember Wild, thank you. Oopsie. So you did have trivia today? Okay, good. You want a super secret special hint? Tomorrow, Ops 28 through 44 will have Eclipse. Ew. And Ops 20 through 27 have Hostile Hunt, and you all have a Domination Power Gain. Then on Wednesday, Armadas. But shh. Duder says no trivia. Are you 44 and down? Because some of the chat says that there is. Broken Wolf says, yes, I have trivia. Are you Ops 44 and down? Hercules says, I feel there was only a calendar for 45 and down. All the higher level players have only had ticketed events. Yeah, that's true. The events have been slim pickings this month. Me personally, I've enjoyed it. I've actually ground some stuff. I've actually done other things. I've enjoyed it a little bit. Cruzito said they could have synergized with the Thursday event. Well, again, targeted experience, a little bit different for them. Thursday, they'll get to do Eclipse again. And there's a couple of other events in there. But I'm not going that far out. I'll get in trouble. Hey, on my Ops 12 account, I've got no events either. So I've got no events on my Ops 12 account. Yeah, I've got the calendar, and so far it looks like they've held to it. If you guys had trivia today, then yeah, it looks like they've held to it. What did you guys Ops 40 through 44. What did you have yesterday? I'm showing you had Trellium mining. And then Ops 20 through 39 had Faction Hunt. Does that sound right? Guru said, is it recycled trivia? I have no idea. I don't know. Again, I didn't get to see it. What events did my Ops 70 account have today? We've got the Syndicate ticketed events. I've got a Transigen mining event. I've got an aggregation event. I've actually got more today than I normally would have. And then we've got our rare ticketed event. So yeah, I actually had more to do today than typical. Vagrant says, I'm much more upset about having Chronicles of the Ascendant taken away from Ops 44 and below. You know, I'm glad you reminded me about that, Vagrant. I wanted to message about that. I'm not 1,000% sure that was intended. I don't know if it was, and if anybody else has already answered it, I don't know. I have not seen that brought up in dev chat, so I'm going to ask now.
Can I ask another question too?
Yeah, please.
For anyone who's Ops 40 to 44, does anybody have that mining event but not have a protector? And can you do any of it? Because they've stopped offering that event as frequently. Wham, by the way, I cannot whisper anyone who does not want to be whispered. I have tried as a mod.
I'm not 1,000%. Is Popo even? I mean, that might be a Discord name. It might not even be in Twitch. I have no idea. He wasn't my winner. He was Lube's winner, so it could be a Discord name. We don't even know. I recognize the name, but I don't remember where I've seen it. It might be in Discord. I don't know.
It is a personal setting on Twitch that you cannot be contacted in the chat if you do not want to be whispered at.
That is true.
Like, regardless of permission settings by DJs, you cannot be whispered at by someone you do not want to be whispered at. And that includes about half of you, because I have tried to talk to a large number of people in this chat that do not allow whispers from people you do not talk to first.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm pretty sure Guru's right. By default, it's a no whisper thing. I've run into that before, too.
Yeah, so I have tried.
It doesn't matter. He's not our winner.
Yeah,
I messaged Lube.
Right.
I messaged Lube. It's fine. Not a big deal.
Yeah, it's all good.
Dustin says, I am also pissed off that Chronicle was missing for 44 and down. I just now sent a message. I meant to do that. I think I forgot. I don't know that they could have done anything about it, but I don't. That doesn't feel like that would have been intended. You guys have had it before, right? Ops 44 and down have had Chronicle of the Ascendant. Last month, everybody had it, right? Just making sure. My whispers are creepy anyway. I don't know what you're talking about, Jules. Microwave me, daddy. It's a Griffin line, not me.
Get better.
Yeah, it's a Griffin line. It's not for me. So Vagrant says Crucible or Chronicle of the Ascendant is how I got new officers the last. Yeah, I thought you guys had it. I'll send a message. I will. I will send a message. I'm sorry that happened. I don't know if that was intended or not. I don't remember seeing it talked about in dev chat, but I do find that odd. I do find that odd.
Didn't you say? Well, last week when we talked about it, when they didn't have the level that 44 and down also didn't have the treasury for Winadama, the villain's treasury, you had said that not all officers are for all ops levels.
That is true. I
So
did say
Chronicles of the Ascendant being for Winadama would fit right in with you saying that not.
By the way, that
all
wasn't
events are
me.
for all
That
ops
was
levels.
Matters, and I just
That was
agreed.
me.
That
That
was
was
Matters,
me.
and I just
Well,
agreed.
then you did agree as the show host. You
I did.
agreed.
I did agree. But I don't know. I don't know what the actual answer is. I do know that the treasury was intended. He answered that, but I have not asked about Ascendant.
Oh my god. So, Wham, I will tell you, I cannot send
Wham!
whispers.
Drop it. God. No, Wham, I don't know that he is. Again, he's not. He was not our winner. Why are we still talking about this?
Because he has to be right. I'm telling you, I can't
Wham!
do it.
Stop
It doesn't matter what DJ's settings are.
I don't even know. I mean, I do recognize the name. I'm sure he's a member of the community. I've chatted with him before, but I don't know if it's been here, if it's been on Discord, whatever. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And
did they screw up the trivia? Agonor says the Federation was not founded in San Francisco. If I don't open it, then later I can claim ignorance, right? I do not know. Johnny Five says, yes, stop talking about that. Where's my possum joke?
I got you right here, baby. Wait, okay. You know what? I just realized my requests aren't working. Let me refresh my window. Okay, you want a possum joke? I got one for you. Here you go, Johnny Five. How do cats end a fight? How do kitty cats end a fight? They hiss and make up.
There you go. There's your thing. All right, Guru said headquarters is definitely in San Francisco. Was it founded there though? I don't know. I don't think it was it founded in San Francisco. I know that that's where headquarters are, but was it founded in San Francisco? You know, Starfleet might have been. The Federation was not. What was the question? What was the question again? Let's go back. I missed the question. Where's the question? The Federation. Yeah, I don't think the Federation was founded in San Francisco. Now, Starfleet was, but I don't think the Federation was founded in San Francisco. That might be a typo. Ben Sai says, I want a real life Starfleet Academy. I think a lot of us would enjoy that. Just throwing that out there. The Federation was founded. Oh, it was. The Federation was indeed founded in San Francisco at Candlestick Auditorium. Thank you, Enterprise, for dropping the truth bomb on us. There you go. United Federation of Planets was indeed founded in San Francisco, Earth, in the year 2161. The founding ceremony took place there following the Earth-Romulan War, with representatives from the founding member species of human, Vulcan, Andorian, and Tellarite signing the Federation Charter. You know what? We know that. That was in Enterprise. That was the series finale of Enterprise. We totally knew that. We totally knew that. That, you know what? Shame on all of us. Shame on all of us. We knew that. That was the series finale of Enterprise. We saw that ceremony. That ceremony is canon. Damn it. They got me.
Speak for yourself.
They got me.
I couldn't finish that. I couldn't finish that one all the way to the end.
It was a rough episode, but I did watch it. I mean, I've watched worse episodes of Star Trek, okay? I think we all have. Oh. Okay.
I meant the entire property.
Anywho. Here's a question. Zach says, does Omega 13 only work for one battle, not until the timer runs out? Yes, it is only one battle. You've got the timer. The ability stays good for the duration of the timer until it is used. Once you are attacked, your resurrection occurs, and that's it. You do not have immortality for that time. You get immortality. I mean, you get the resurrection one time during the timer.
Yeah.
That is how it has always worked. Okay. Any other questions? Anything that I can answer for you guys? We're already over 2 hours, so probably not enough time to do anything else. It's already 10:45. Do we want to do anything else? Actually, I wanted to play a couple of events. Let's see. Have I done my Transigen? I did. Okay, Transigen is done. And I think I did my ticketed event earlier.
Ooh, look at you.
Look at
Yeah.
you do stuff.
I did. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, not having an onslaught of events has actually been enjoyable to me. I'm sorry that I know I'm in the minority there, but I've actually enjoyed it. Logging in every day and having a to-do list 17 miles long is not enjoyable to me. That being said, I know a lot of you guys do like that. Sorry, we're in ads. I know a lot of you guys do like that, and I'm not taking anything away from it. I'm just saying my experience this month has been better. I've liked not having a ton of grindy events, to be perfectly honest with you. Like here for my aggregation event, I'm going to go do. You guys saw me do this the other day. I'm going to go do 20 hostels, and I'm going to call it a day. As a matter of fact, today I'm not even going to punch up to the 59s. I'm going to do the 49s. That way I can just be done. I've got unlimited kills because my protection is high enough. I can kill him with my Selkie. So I need 20 kills. I'm going to take 5 ships, 4 hostiles each, and we'll call it a day. All right. There we go. See, we're gonna make this nice and easy. Womp womp. Womp womp. This is actually what I've kind of enjoyed about the arc. Is that I'm going to be done with this in just a couple of minutes, and then I can go do other things. Actually, I need to do a wave tonight, too. I do need to do a wave. See, look. Selkie is even doing it. Wham, why are you whispering me? I have my whispers turned on. You guys are so silly. Wham whispered me. Ooh. Almost done. And I think one more. One more to go all the way around. And then that event will be complete for me, which is beautiful. Done. What about the baby account? I could log in and play the baby account a little bit. I'm still working on grinding missions. I will tell you, though, I did actually install it on my Galaxy device. So I actually played my 404 account extra last night after I got off stream. I did. Because I installed it. Oh, GP Factor, community mod. All right, this is easy. This is easy. We're gonna walk you through it super easy. First of all, you've got to download the zip file. And honestly, I could probably link it to you if you don't want to download it, because it comes from GitHub, which always makes me a little nervous. But I know that's where developers work. But anyway, I probably have it. Are you on my You're on my Discord. Let me just pull it right now, and I'll just copy you the zip folder, because I've got it right here. STFC community patch. I'll tag you at GP Fact. Wait, you're not on my Discord? Bro. The hell? GP Fact. You're not on my Discord? It's about 2 inches too large.
Your Discord? Yeah.
All right, GP Factor. I'm going to just put it in the general chat room. Download that, unzip it. No, this is the brand new one. I just downloaded it because I had an issue. Funny story. All right. I know that I just downloaded this one. I know that this one is fresh. I just downloaded it on September 13th, which may or may not have been the day that I did a playtest, but I left my laptop at home, so I had to play it on my work machine, and I had to download the patch because when I was doing the playtest, I could not play without community mod. It ruined everything for me. So I had to download the community mod on my work computer so that I could play it during the playtest. All right, so that's what I did. Anyway, GP Factor, go into the Discord.
That's messed up.
I had to.
Nicely timed.
I cannot play without the community mod. I can't. Ripper spoiled me. He spoiled me. So anyway,
Is that awesome?
I just put it over there. Yes, Garrick, the Spacebar Q's hostels for Kirshara. I love it. Shout out NetNiv and his team. You guys are brilliant. I love that. That is something I've been looking for so long, and he got it. He got it, and I love it. Thank you very much for that, NetNiv and team. You guys are awesome. So isn't it is it a cybersecurity issue playing STFC on my work computer? Absolutely, which is why I uninstalled it afterwards. But I wasn't going to not play the playtest. I had to play the playtest. I wasn't going to not. Hey guys, sorry, can we reschedule? I forgot my laptop. Hell no, I wanted to get in there. I wanted to get in there and see what all the biz was about. So you're under another name? Well, listen, I just put it in. So it's in the general chat room. I can't tag you since I don't know what your name is over there, but it is in the general chat room. It's only 2 messages up. It's called STFC Community Patch. Download that, unzip it, okay, and take the contents of that zipped file, copy and paste them all into the same folder that has your Prime executable in it, which for most people, if you did a standard install, will be C:\games/Star Trek Fleet Command/Star Trek Fleet Command/default/game. It's a very convoluted file path. I have no idea why they make it so hard. But that's what it is. If you use the default, I don't know, wherever you stored your game, wherever it is, you go into the game folder where prime.exe is and paste those files in there. It'll be something called version.dll and then community patch and a community patch toml and a community patch.vars. Put those in there and you're good. And that's literally it. That's all you got to do. Then you can open the toml file and you can, I'm going to pull up full screen so in case I pull up my token on accident. Then you pull up the toml file and that's where you can make some changes. All right, so for example, I'm going to show you my toml file after I remove my sync key. All right, so I just removed my sync key so you guys can't see it, but this is my toml file. And by the way, a lot of this stuff is from the old days. A lot of this stuff you don't need anymore. A lot of the stuff is just standard, but my toml file is as old as it was when Ripper built it. So I've got a lot of stuff in here that isn't even needed anymore, like show the jellyfish warp, like fix the ISS jellyfish warp. Like that isn't needed anymore. All right, fix Stella, use out-of-dock power. Some of this stuff is actually not needed anymore. They fixed that. But, yeah, I still have a very old toml file because I still tweak on this. I've got very specific display settings that I use in my graphics, and I like it. So, no, I'm not showing you my token. Look, I deleted it. I'm not showing you my token. Token is gone. Deleted token. Now, I'm not going to save. Okay, yeah, good. It did not save, so my token is still in there. Fantastical. Out of dock, power fixed. Yeah, see, they fixed that's just in it now. But if you remember way back in the day, do you guys not remember when it was in dock, it showed, oh, what was the situation? It showed too much power? Is that what it was? Because it showed all of the power as if your ship was engaged in station combat. Polish Prince says, just go to the community mod Discord. It's faster. I mean, not really. I gave you the download. You unzip it. You copy paste, and you're done. That's pretty much it. It's pretty much it. Yeah, it showed the base defense buff, so your ship power was always lower when it went out in space, or something to that effect. I don't remember exactly what it was. I mean, it's years old. That was years old. So I don't remember. But yeah, that's as easy as it is, GP. That's as easy as it is. You could go over to the community mod Discord. There's a great team over there that will support you, and there's good instructions, et cetera, et cetera. But that's as easy as it is. Download, unzip, copy, paste. Done.
I think the
So-
bug was faction research. It applied the research of every faction to your ships while they were in dock.
Yes, I remember that. That's exactly what it was. It was faction. That's exactly what it was. Yep. There was also there was a cargo bug at one time, which again, a lot of these have been fixed. But yeah, there was a cargo issue. So yeah. All right. Let me take a look. I think I'm done with events in here. And it's almost 11 o'clock, and we've been on almost 3 hours. So I might just get ready to call it here. Unless you guys want to play 1 or 2 rounds of roulette. What was that? Buckshot roulette? I'm really wanting to play this game. Can you tell? I've wanted to play it 3 nights in a row, and you guys keep telling me no. I really want to play it. It looks like so much fun. My ticketed events are done. Yeah, I'm good, man. Mord, you asked 3 questions when I asked for more questions. Well, I might have missed them. What do you got? Here's one. Would it be a lot of work for STFC to add UI scalability in-game? In my personal opinion, no. I don't think it would be difficult to incorporate the community mod into the game, but they've only done certain elements of it. So I don't know what the holdup is, but I would love for that to happen. Benny Hill says, question, can you ask Scopely to look into where a miner that gets rifted to a system, then hops on a node, and you switch between iOS and PC, your survey gets returned back to your base from the node? They actually do know about that, Benny Hill. That is in a ticket. They know about that one. We're calling it the auto recall from the Rift. Auto recall Rift bug. And yes, they are aware. Why is Gorn ripping not work? I just answered that question. I just answered that one. You might still be on delay, so I'm not going to tease you for it. Eyeballs itching. Eyeballs itching. Ugh. All right, Mord, what was your next question? Cruzito says a lot of the mod stuff can't really be applied to mobile. That's probably fair. But, I mean, they could do some of it. Saison says, can you ask about Syndicate officers not counting towards con favors? Really? I did not know that. So if you max a Syndicate officer, it's not counting towards one of the ones? That's interesting. I actually did not know. How interesting. I wonder why that would be. Because, I mean, it's only shards that they're giving you. You still got to max them. You still got to spend XP. You still got to spend badges.
Wait, where do they not count for?
Apparently, they're not counting for the con's favor research. Grush and Mavery do not count. Very interesting. I did not. Mine. Yeah, I did not know that. I don't know. You know what? Let's just solve this. Let's solve this right here and now.
You said yours doesn't give you a number, right?
Well, I only need one more cons champion to do the research, and then I can figure it out. So let me just crew up. We'll do a cons favor, or we'll do a cons champion, and I can do one, then I'll do the research, and then it'll give me my count. So it'll take me a second, but I can test that. Mimi says they are counting for you. Well, we're going to find out, because that's a bug, so we would definitely want to figure it out. If that is incorrect, I mean, if that is a correct allegation, then we definitely want to solve that. So let's figure it out. We'll do it right now. Chris says his are counting 2. Mimi says they're counting 2. Uh-oh, Saison. Might be off. Some people are saying that they're counting, but we're going to test it right here now. We're going to test. Dang it, I don't have enough. God, I don't have enough trophies. How many do I need? A bunch. Damn. Well, I guess I can't test that. Poopy Duke. Poopy Duke. No, I know.
Yourself to 0?
I know, Saison. Yeah, I just did a bunch of these yesterday. I'm down to 2,150. I just did a bunch.
Yeah, mine's right.
Captain Super Hater says that they also count. Okay, well, then they probably count. If everybody says they count, they probably count. Hey, Shelby! Why didn't I auto grind for the hostile kill BP event today? Because I can't hit high enough, and it would be hundreds and hundreds. I just did my dailies, and it satisfied my event when I did my dailies. Khan's favor has epic officer requirements. Yes, it does. So you're correct. You're counting all of your epics, and it doesn't match the number that it shows on Khan's favor? That is interesting.
Actually, like, dumb question. Did you actually tier them to tier 5 and not just collect the shards?
Yeah, it's not just shards.
Because you don't have to level them.
That's
Yeah.
correct. They actually don't have to be level 30, Chris. They just have to be tier 5, which is a little different. So you could have tier 5 level 26, technically.
You can have tier 5 level 1. Like, you don't have to level
yeah, you
them
can.
ever.
That's right. Yeah, you can. That's right. That's right. That's right. Pixelate says mine is also accurate. I might be able to. Pixelate says mine's showing 52 of 60, and you've counted your epic officers. You're at 52. Vagrant says, are fleet commander slots in event stores a thing of the past? I saw one appear near the end of event store 3 months ago when I'd already spent all my event store currency, but not again since. I still have. So my understanding was you could only earn one, right? Like if you've gotten one, that's it.
He had the ops range. Vagrant is just early G3, so it probably appeared in his event store when he opted up. And that was before they changed the event store format.
I'm going to go ahead and send my Reliant out to try to start getting these things here real quick, and hopefully maybe we can grind this thing out and do a test. I think I would have to kill, let's see, I'm short 8,000 at 150 apiece. 53 hostiles. God, that would take an hour. Which room is the link in? GP Factor, just talking track general chat, and go up about 8 or 10 messages. There's a few people over there chatting right now. Jules Verne is also confirming that Syndicate officers are counting. So we need to check one of your things. Sorry, I'm doing some math here. I'm trying to prep something in my head. Give me a sec. Sorry, I don't mean to not talk. I'm super deep in thought.
By the way, do you have confirmation from Scopely that they're not going back to the old event store model? Like event store, capital E, capital S.
No, I don't. Sorry, Guru, I'm thinking. We could go to commercial break. I could go to commercial. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. Hey, Puddin'. Sorry, music. Yes, silence is deafening. Apologies. I'll play music. I'm super duper concentrating. We're going to try to knock out 50 of these. I might just have to steal some from other people. I'm number one. Do what?
You are counting epic officers only, right?
Yes.
Saison? Or you?
Yeah, it should be epics only. That's all it'll count is epics only.
Because the rare ones also have requirements. Okay. But most people have maxed enough rares later in the game that it's not a problem.
You don't get champions trophies from manually grinding, Divine. They only come from the hunters.
No. You get them from manually grinding it.
No freaking way. Are you serious right now? Are you serial?
Are you serious right now?
Are you
serial?
Are you serial right now?
Yes.
Get out of town. Get out of here.
Seriously.
Are you
you're not
serial?
joking, right?
You're not. Okay, never mind. I've got enough. Never mind. I got enough.
Oh my god, no. Are you
No,
kidding?
are you serial right now? You guys are not serial. You're serial. All right, we're gonna do
Holy
this.
shit,
No,
dude.
you're not serial.
Really?
Wait, what?
You just got demoted, like,
no.
through the
What are you
floor.
talking about? You guys are crazy. What?
Yeah.
Wait, what? You guys are silliness.
Seriously.
No, serial. You're not serial right now. Obviously, I knew that. That's how people. Hi, Jay. Obviously, I knew that you guys did that. Ooh, sticker party. Let's go. Obviously, I knew you guys maxed Yoakum without the Reliant. Duh. All right, sticker party. Go have fun.
Have you ever had a dream that you do so much you can? Have you ever had a dream that you can do so you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
Nobody's smacking me. Everything is fine. I don't know what you're talking about. Obviously, I knew that, Burton. I knew that you guys ground out Khan before the Reliant came out. Obviously, I knew that. What are you talking about? I knew that. I was just testing you.
How was that brain fart?
That's why I was thinking so hard, guys. Oh, and Vanadia, get rid of that right now. What is wrong with you? Get rid of it.
Nope. It's perfect. Leave it.
Okay. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to wait for the stickers to go away. Hi, you see me down there. We're going to wait for the stickers to go away. We're going to go in, and we're going to perform this next research of Khan's favor. And then we're going to count my epics compared to my count. That's right, Mimi. I just had a mental block on grinding. Obviously, I knew you guys did it. Okay? Grouchy Outlaw, nothing happened. I was just playing a joke. I was just I was testing knowledge of the community, and then turning it around on me like I'm some kind of idiot. All right, anyway, what we're looking at on my screen is me completing level 9 of Khan's favor. Okay? If I don't open it, then later I can claim ignorance, right? Now, I'm not ignorant. Also, just throwing this out, by the way, just in case you guys don't believe me that I know what I'm talking about, before you complete this, you want to make sure that you've already gone in and pulled the Khan's favor bundle because it's going to reset, okay? Which I just did. I just now pulled it. See that? 19 hours, 58 minutes. Obviously, I just did that. I just pulled that. Everything is fine, okay? I just did that. Now, we're going to complete the research. Okay.
DJ.
What?
What is wrong with you?
Nothing. Okay, so now let's go back into the research. We'll take a look at Khan's favor now. Khan's favor now requires 60 offers since it's showing me at 52 at tier 5 for epic officers. So let's count them up. 52 epics. Let's go to where we start our epics. All right, here we go. 52. Ben Sai, thank you for redeeming VIP for a month. Ben, Sai, and Games. What? All right, I got to do it in a different chat. Hang on. VIP, Ben, Sai, and Games. Enjoy your purple diamond. There you go.
Mwah.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're the best. Mwah. Give me hugs and kisses.
I love your hugs and kisses. Thank you. Uh-oh. Can't remember my Twitch password. My chat's not working in OBS. All right, let me pull this up so I don't pull up my notepad with all my passwords in it and leak it on stream. Because I definitely don't have a notepad that has all my passwords in it. Ah, I was very close. Deafeningly silent again. Let me turn on more music again. Okay. There you go. Enjoy your purple diamond. All right, now. No, I don't need a password manager. I've got a notepad. Everything is fine. Top level password security. I'm set. Okay. 52. There's 5. And we got 8 per line. 4 lines. There's 32. Plus 5 is 37. Another 8 is 45. 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. There's 52. And there's my Mavery. And there's my Grush and my Felon. So it is indeed counting. Proof positive. Definitively proven. They are counting, so that is great. Saison, if your count is off, maybe try to reboot the client, or if you just maxed one, maybe reboot the client, let Cons Champions update. But you are working. It is working. Carissa says, why would they not count? There was a question as to whether or not they did. So we were just doing scientific evidence. So you're good to go. You are good to go, my good friend.
DJs?
Yeah. And now I'm
going
going to
back a topic.
Now I'm going to go back in and pull my cons favor
The
again.
event store question. Sorry. Apparently there is a. So I'm going to sound grumpy here. I'm not grumpy at any particular person or people. I'm grumpy at Scopely. Apparently there is a comment that Hamster made on official Discord, just randomly buried. It's not an announcement. It's just a comment that he made.
Yeah.
In August.
I'm aware.
Literally a month ago.
Yeah.
So it's like, my thing is, if that is Scopely making a decision, they need to say that in an announcement or patch notes or something. And it shouldn't be a random comment from Hammy on official Discord that apparently is all of the information that anybody gets.
Yeah. I think that comment, I'm not defending Hammy because I don't think he should have made it, but I think it is actually being taken a little bit out of context. I don't think that was meant to be, yeah, that's all you're ever getting. I think when he was having that conversation, he was talking about it, being a good thing or being a cool thing, and they're going to do it more. But I don't think that was in lieu of any event store. Now, if that was the case, I would be fussy about that. I don't know. I haven't spoken to them about it. I'm certainly willing to speak to them about it, but I would not take that random conversation out of context post as gospel. It's me, myself,
right? Because I got like 4 different DMs. So again, I'm not grumpy at any particular person, but I got multiple tags and multiple DMs, and I appreciate people trying to help. But it's one line of conversation from a month ago taken out of context.
Yeah, it is
and
out of context. I went back and looked at that conversation in context, and I would not have made that comment if I were him, but he was just having a conversation about what it was.
And I don't necessarily want to have Hammy's random comment. I wouldn't want any of my comments, like one-liners, taken as gospel for something that's said by Talking Track, unless I literally say something to that effect. So it's like, I get that he said it, but it's also unless it's announced by him in the announcements channel, I don't want to hold him or anybody to any side comments like that.
I got really excited
Even
for a
if
second.
They end up being true.
I thought I had enough Forge Dust to unlock an Insta Jump, and I do, but only for a G3 ship. Dang it! I was like,
play with something real quick.
Crenshaw! Crenshaw, auto jump. Can't do it. Daggone it. Whew. Hey, Taz. Jules still cannot repair ships. I'm confused by that comment. But thank you for highlighting it and paying extra bits to do so. That's why I read it, but I don't know the context on that either. Mord says we can always ask them for official comment. Yeah, no, I absolutely should. As a matter of fact, I'll do that now. I'll add that to my list. Also,
Thank you.
in general, it has been rumored that the Ferengi Battle Pass is a permanent fixture in place of a traditional event store. Please tell me that's not true. The event store was a warehouse-style method of catching up. The Ferengi Battle Pass is wonderful, but doesn't have near the selection
It needs to be updated.
for catching up for younger and older players. I misspelled the word catching. Corrected. Sent. There you go. Okay, got it. I sent that. See? I'm all about it. I'm all about the feedback. Let's get it in. Any other questions? Any other questions? I'll send it. I'll send it. Can I ask about Borg Cube BPs for those who don't yet have a cube? Well, that would be Battle Pass, right? Cruzito says, or not Battle Pass, Event Store. Cruzito said, didn't we already debate this and agreed that Ferengi is better? But it's very specific, Cruzito. I agree that the value is there. 100%. All right. But, I mean, we did have multitudes more items available in a regular event store. Jules says that Taz is an alliance mate whose game broke so hard months ago and still cannot play to this day. Are you kidding me? Wait, you're for real? Months? Taz, send me a message on Discord. Are you kidding me right now? Jules, I'm sure you've got details on this. Sync up with me tomorrow. That's insane. Why? A year? You've had a broken account for a year and they haven't fixed you? No way! You're bullshitting me right now. What's wrong with your account? Why wouldn't, at this point, why wouldn't we just clone your account and like just make a new one? You're what happened? What happened to your account? Like how is it broken? What did you do? You can't repair any ships? Taz, has somebody else tried to log into your account like on Scopely ID, like on PC? Now I'm thinking. Now I'm just curious. Like, can I log into your account? Will you give me permission to log into your account? Live on stream, can we break TOS? Oh my God. No way. Dude, send me everything you got. Jules, send me everything you got. Taz, I'm going to fix you. I'm going to fix you, Taz. Although, there is an argument that you could potentially be better off today than you were a year ago. Are you sure you want me to fix it? Are you sure? Because if you're really sure, I'm going to fix this. And the only reason I'm confident in it, the only reason that I'm confident that we'll be able to do it is because I actually did advocate for a player. This is probably a year ago, okay, where a player's account was so broken. All right. But what they did is they actually went like deep into the engineering and they just cloned it. Like there was something wrong, but they just went in and they downloaded all your parameters, kind of like what we would see with Spock's Club, right? They downloaded your Spock's Club, your parameters of your account, and they just gave you a whole new player ID and a whole new account, and they just copied that over. They can do that. If you start over, it works till you log back into this character. What does that mean? What character? Explain. Explain more. Explain more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Jules, tell me more. I am fascinated by this. Why? What? A year. Well, yeah, obviously it's that account. So we just take the parameters and copy it to a new account. Send me everything. Because I had to do this exact same thing here like a year ago. But it worked. And it worked, and that player was fixed. That's unbelievable. The account has fulfilled its original purpose. Are you a free to play? Because then it doesn't matter. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm kidding. That was just a bad joke. That was a bad joke. Okay? I'm an asshole. All right. Anyway, I was doing my daily clicks. And then we're going to get ready to get out of here. I'm so mean. I know. I'm terrible. I'm going to fix you, though, bro. I'm going to fix. Shit says, I'm staring at you in free to play. No way. It's even worse. Tash spent $200 a month, and they've given up on his account. What?
Wow.
Like I said, Taz, send me everything, man. I mean, I'm not promising anything tomorrow. But I am going to advocate for you, my brother, because I know that there's a fix that exists for this. I've personally done it one time. I will help you. Unless there's something super effed up about your account. And then maybe you should just play a different game. Oh my God.
Other question
That's
related to stuff
unbelievable
going
to
on
me.
in the chat.
Hey, GP, you're welcome.
That they
Is it working? You got everything fixed, GP? No way. August of 2024.
Wow.
Taz, I can't apologize to you enough. I'm not even going to try. Scopely should be embarrassed. They should be flipping embarrassed about that. But to be fair, no, you know what? I'm not even going to say that. There are new people in positions that have an ability to help. They probably don't know about this specific case because it's a year old. All right. But there are people that I work with every single day that I am confident can take care of this for you. Okay. So there is no excuse. Scopely should be highly embarrassed about this, but today is a new day. All right. Today is a new day. And I personally converse with people every single day that I know can handle this for you. All right. So I don't know what happened a year ago, but we're going to get you fixed. Period. Plain hard stop. Hard stop. We're going to get you fixed. That's insane. Damn. Andy says, confirmed. DJz works for Scopely. I haven't even shown off that free vengeance I got. You haven't even seen that yet. Anyway.
Okay, so idea for quick and dirty segment on a different podcast.
Okay.
The parts of the game that are important. Shush.
Crisito,
that you
you're
need
mean to me.
get
Stop.
Through tickets.
What?
What is he saying?
He said,
so
I'm still squishy. I work for Scopely. I have a free vengeance, and I'm still squishy. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Hey, Logo, did you get your packs tonight? You got 2 of them. They were just granted. Logo, you should have all your stuff. Congratulations. Thanks for supporting the show, and thanks for listening, and thanks for playing in the sweepstakes. You should have all your stuff. They went out tonight. Ugh.
Oopsie.
Oopsie.
Anyway,
Sorry, I didn't
the
mean to
stuff
interrupt.
that
I'm
you
starting to
need
get,
You're fine.
scatterbrained. It's late. I'm tired.
Starting? Starting?
All right.
But you're like
No,
constant steady state.
I'm focused. What do you got, Tarpy? Here's looking at you.
Aspects of the game that you can only get through tickets or like event stores or things like that. So like Board Cube,
Independent Archives.
the building, Independent Archives. What else, chat?
I'm pretty sure Holodeck is on that
Like-
list. Isn't Holodeck? You have to submit a support ticket to get the Holodeck? No, Mantis is available. Well, Mantis Event Store. Fair. Event Store. Yep. What else?
So like event store for like the Protector, because they haven't been offering that very frequently. So like that's why I asked earlier for the people who
I thought Protector was
have-
sourced in Invasions.
Invasions, yeah, but they haven't been
We haven't seen that for a
offering
while,
that
yeah.
invasion more than once every 3 months.
Yeah, we haven't seen that for a while. It's true. The Reliant already has
So
free
fucking-
sourcing, Vic. The Reliance, it's easy. It's already done.
No, it's literally I'm just trying to get like a how to get the things in the game that are impossible to get. Is it in the Ferengi store?
What?
I can't see it if it's there.
The Mantis?
The Protector?
Actually, it is. It is.
Is everyone-
Absolutely. Yes, it is.
Sweet.
It is. It is. I remember seeing that. Yeah, it's
So,
under
okay.
ship blueprints. You got Revenant, Vindicator, Protector, Eviscerator, Scimitar.
Yeah, that Okay, so I will retract my grump about the Protector then, because
Yeah,
there
Protector's
is
good.
another place to get it.
But you know what? This would be a great place for the cube right here. You've got a store for it already, and you're running it every month. There's Voyager, Monavine, Cerritos, Fuchsia, Defiant, Mantis. They're all in here. Throw a Borg Cube in here. Why not? That's the only one that's missing.
Or put Borg Cube
Even-
in the Cosmic Cleanup with a 10 BP limit.
Junker's missing in here, too. The Junker could be here. Wait! Vagrant says the cube is not missing for you. So you've got the cube right now in your... You know what? This is because of the cube limit. So Mord says the cube is in that store. Well, then, brilliant. There you go. All right, because there is a limit of 2 cubes. There is an actual hard
One.
limit of 2 cubes.
One.
Yeah, but players have 2. I don't remember. Maybe it was because they bought one.
Yeah.
Is that what it was? They bought one and then they earned one. Wait, you guys
Well, you
have
had
3 now? You got 3 now?
Yeah.
Ah. All right. Well, either way, your first Borg Cube is available. The others were definitely paid. The others were definitely paid.
Never mind. I retract my segment because one thing for Independent Archives not that helpful. But
Hey,
it
Winnie the
shouldn't be
Pooh!
a ticket.
Why should new players have to use a currency to get a ship that most of us got for free? That seems rather shitty.
Well, I mean, it's always been that way, Broken Wolf. However, event stores have always been that way. However, this is a part of this new targeted experience that I'm pushing. All right? Again, I've said this 1,000. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. It's not just about materials and resources. It's officer shards. It's badges. It's ultra recruit tokens. It's latinum. Ship blueprints. I've said all of that. So, I mean, I can't say it any more than I already have. However, I am a big advocate for that. That being said, at least there is sourcing available for it. But I do agree that there should be other sources through engagement that allow you to source these ships. RSDJ, have a wonderful night. I'm getting ready to go too. I'm tired. What was I even doing? Oh, daily clicks. I'm tired, and I'm getting a little bit loopy.
Getting.
Yes, getting. Because I'm usually very well put together. Very well put together. But I got 35 minutes of claims left to do, so then it'll be time for dailies. Saison says, I'm good. You got it? All right. So you reset your client. Everything's good? Fantastical. That makes me excited. Science! Have a wonderful night. Thanks for coming in and watching. I appreciate you. Oh, you know what? I forgot to turn down a bonus stream by one notch. Tonight's a bonus stream, so we're down to 8. Bonus stream paid.
That's messed up.
I didn't mean to hit that button. Bonus stream paid. I agree. Ferengi Store needs more expansion. We just talked about that like 10 minutes ago. I concur fully. Yeah, no, it's not. It's still not the same, Cruzito. I mean, there's a lot of stuff missing. You've got projectiles. You've got artifacts. I mean, you got a lot of stuff. The event store ended up having over 100 bundles in it. It has a lot in it. Yeah, okay. You know what? You know what? Something's a little bit crazy. You guys are gonna make fun. You know, there's something that comes in a traditional event store that's not in the Ferengi store that you guys are all gonna make fun of me for, but I kind of need
Disco juice.
Disco juice. Damn straight, Tarpy. How did you know that? I'm running very
Because
low.
everybody's going to start needing it more soon.
I do not like being below 100,000 on disco juice. I need some jump juice. Yes, Shelby. I used to buy, there was a 500,000 bundle in the event store, and I would buy it. And when I got to about 100,000, I would buy it again. Leon says, I'm the only one that ever buys it. Bro, I use it all day, every day. Like, all day, every day. I don't warp anywhere. Didn't they get added to the AT store? I don't think so. Did it? Jump juice? Vic says, I know a few who buy it. Jules says, I never buy it. I never run out. I mean, it's definitely sustainable. If I used it a little bit less, it's sustainable. But I don't warp anywhere, guys. I use it for everything. Everything. All of it. Everything.
Mr. I don't want the Disco Prime.
Once it became free to listen, that was another principle thing. Just like we talked about with Matters earlier, that was a principle thing. I stood on my principles. Okay? Stood on my principles. When it became free to play, then I got it, and I love it. Never said that it wasn't worth it. I just didn't think it was fair that not everybody had access to it. You know? Do you dig? Cruzita said all the things that were in the regular event stores are now in other places. That may be true. I don't know if that's entirely accurate, but I mean, I could be convinced. If we went and looked at a map, you know, we looked at all of it, then I could be convinced. Show me where there's some jump juice. I need some damn jump juice. I'm down below 100,000. All right? I'm below 100,000 on jump juice. I need the jump juice. Give me the jump juice. I needs it. Needs the jump juice. Ooh, I can do a favor. All right. What? Why are you laughing?
She went from Georgia the Jungle.
1,200 epic? God damn.
Uh-huh.
These favors are so expensive. Dang.
Georgia the Jungle to King. What's the lemur in Madagascar?
I have no idea. I have no idea what you're even talking about. What did I just say that even sounded like that?
It's fine.
Somebody clip it so I can hear it back. I don't even know what I don't even know what I sounded like. I was just whipping it out. There was music playing.
No, there wasn't.
There was music. There was absolutely music there.
No.
There was. Any word on updates for the Alliance Tournament store? Actually, good question. I'm going to ask. I do not have any updates, but that would be good to know. Although we're going to see it here in just a couple of days.
Nice change of subject.
Sorry. All right. Jump Juice, it is in the AT store. Well, that's great. Okay, I'll probably buy it then. What is today? Monday? Wednesday. I'll buy it on Wednesday. Woo! Woo! I'm sorry. I'm getting really loopy. I probably really need to go to bed. I apologize. No, I was typing another message. You guys keep asking. I'm relaying. This is the best way to do it, people. This is the best way to do it. I'm doing the things. When did I say the update was coming with the transporter patterns? Yes, it'll be with the launch of the October arc. So a couple of weeks from now. Wish you had junker parts in the Ferengi store. You know, Matt, everyone is very, very anxious to get that junker cooking, and I get it. But honestly, that ship, I'm already maxed. That ship moved very, very nicely. I know you want it faster, but that ship moved very nicely. Really, really did. I'm done with it already.
Are they doing another incursion week next week?
No idea. Is there incursions scheduled for next week?
Well, they wouldn't announce it usually until about a week ahead.
Well, then they're not going to let me tell you if they haven't announced it yet.
Well, you can still ask.
Yeah, Jules, good idea. Guys, Jules and the Lab Rats have been preparing an entry to G6 presentation V2.0. And that will be next Thursday on the pod. Wait! Next Thursday, not this coming, not in 3 days, but the Thursday after.
October 1st.
Yes.
October 1st.
Because I will not be able, actually, I probably will be able to do a show Thursday. I will not be doing a show Wednesday, which I don't normally, so never mind. Ignore me. I'm traveling to Dayton this week, remember, but I'll be just gone for like 48 hours.
Right, and October 1st is next week.
Yeah, so next week. Okay, never mind. Ignore me. Good night, Murphy.
DJ, you're traveling to where?
Dayton. Dude.
Okay, and you didn't let me know?
Well, I mean, literally, I'm traveling with Mrs. Boss and some people from work, and I'm flying in. You actually probably know where this is. I'm flying into the Reynolds and Reynolds Innovation Center there in Dayton.
Okay.
I will be flying in Wednesday at like 6 p.m. and flying out Thursday at 4 p.m. I'm literally there for 24 hours. And I'm going to be in classes with Reynolds for like 12 hours of that. Now, I am planning on drinking a fair amount Wednesday night, but that will be on the company diet.
Well, will you let me know where you're at Wednesday night, and I'll come out and find you?
I don't know how my coworker. I would love that. I don't know if my coworkers are going to be good with that. You know, separation of church and state thing.
Well, ask them. You know, I get it, but if you're going to be like within like 5 miles of my house,
we should definitely at least have some crappy beer that you're going to want me to try. He's all about these crappy IPAs. God, I hate them so much, but he loves them. He loves them. They're disgusting. Who's laughing? I can't hear who's. Nah, you know what? I've actually made a little bit of a. I've made a little bit of a switch to Bud Light here lately. I don't know why. I don't know why.
That's not working good.
I feel like I'm enjoying. Yeah, no. I switched to Bud Light.
Disgusting. You're done. Get out.
I've switched to Bud Light. I'm drinking Bud Light these days.
Gross.
I could go have a Bud Light right now. Do I like Bloody Marys? I don't know. Is that the one with like jalapeno sauce or something? What's in a Bloody Mary? Doesn't it have hot sauce in it? See, I get heartburn. So I don't like spicy beer. That's weird, right?
A Caesar is normally the one with spiciness. A Bloody Mary is just like tomato juice and vegetables juice and
Chicken wings.
garnishments.
Chicken wings.
Well,
I do like
depending,
chicken
you know.
wings. Chicken wings are great. Do like me some chicken wings. All right, I'm almost done with my daily claims, and then we got to go. I am losing my mind right now. I don't know why. I'm deliriously tired for some reason. This is crazy. Okay, daily's done. Old Bay beer. I don't know about all that either.
Yeah.
Old Bay beer sounds a little weird.
Like Old Bay, like crab boil.
Am I
Old
still
Bay?
taking Benadryl? I haven't today, but now it's too late for me to take it tonight because I'll sleep in for work. But yeah, Putz, we're flying out Wednesday at like 3 o'clock. So we're gonna get there at like 5. So maybe what? Hang on, let me look at my itinerary. I've got an itinerary here. I just don't know if I'm going to be away from everybody at a specific time or not. Let me look. All right, travel itinerary. I arrive at Dayton International Airport. You guys have an international airport? All right, Dayton International, arrive at 5 p.m. 5:45, check-in at hotel. 6:30 p.m., depart hotel for dinner. 7 p.m., dinner. 9 p.m., transport group back to hotel. And then that's when we're going to get stupid. Is at that 9 p.m. mark. That's where I plan on consuming too much. And then I can only consume as much as I feel is okay, because then I have to be at the Innovation Center at 7:30 the next morning. 7:30. Blech. So early. And then we're flying out at 4:30. So yeah, I'm literally there I'm there for 23 hours. That's it.
Man, that is a tight trip.
Yes, it is. I didn't want to spend any more time than was necessary there. That's a terrible joke. I'm sorry. I didn't book the flight. Wasn't me. Potts, there's so much noise. What are you doing? Are you singing? Are you trying to sing? Who the heck is booking
my wife
flights?
is watching TV.
This one was actually booked by some corporate travel agency. But I mean, I don't have a ton of time. Like, we're there for work and we're coming home. This is not like the Dallas trip. I'm not going to have a lot of time for fun. Not like I had a lot of time for fun in Dallas, but I mean, we did have some fun in Dallas, but no, not on this one. We're there, meetings, dinner, meetings, gone. Very quick little thing. All right. I believe that my events are complete. Let me double check. Oh, I've got a wave to do still. But I don't need to do that today. I can do that later, since I'm deliriously sleepy. Logo said itinerary should have covered more of the nighttime. Mrs. Boss screwed up. Itinerary should have covered more of the nighttime. 9:30 p.m. Put tape on DJ's door. 6 a.m. Ensure tape is still attached. Nah, I won't be contained. I'll hop out a window. I won't be contained. I'm gonna do some crazy stuff in Dayton. Woo! We're gonna get nuts in Dayton. Yeah, I won't even have time to do a show there. You know how like we did a pop-up in Dallas from the hotel? I'm not even gonna have time for that. I'm gonna have a couple of hours for sleep, and then meetings, food, meetings, flight home. That's it. That's all I got. All right, guys. I'm done with my events. Did you guys have a nice evening? We've been on for 3.5 hours. How did that even happen? How did that even happen? I never drank my Coke. And now it's warm and flat. DJz is going to be replaced by the parts robot. No! I am going there. What does Reynolds do? So they are a company that handles dealership management systems. They run their software runs our dealership. So we're going there to talk to them about some enhancements and new features and get a little bit of training and do meetings and stuff like that.
Yeah, they've been doing that for like 70 years.
Long time. Yeah. They're they're one of the largest employers you guys have in that area, if I'm not mistaken. They're a massive company.
Yeah, the Air Force Base and LexisNexis, or what used to be LexisNexis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell them to add cat avatars to the software. Sounds like a brilliant idea. I should ask for that. Sugar Red says, I start an elite wave and it crashes. Then I can't rejoin or start until the clock runs out on the old wave. You know, that happened to me once. That actually has happened to me a couple of times. So here's what I do. I will join one ship. I know this is stupid and we shouldn't have to do this, but I have found that this works for me. I'll join one ship, I'll reboot the client, and then I'll rejoin the other two ships and start, and then that seems to have been working for me. I know that we shouldn't have to do that. I'm not making any excuses. I'm just saying that's a little workaround. I have found that works for me. So join one ship so your timer starts, reboot the client, then join the other two when you start it, and you should be good. If you reboot, it locks you out, even if you have ships in there. Ugh. Okay, LASIK says join two ships and then reboot the client and join your third. Okay. But I mean, so LASIK says, yeah, definitely do it with two ships, and that's been working for him as well. Okay. Restarting causes all your ships to dock?
This is relatively new, by the way. This is like less than a week old.
Well, now you guys are going to make me want to try it. Now you guys are going to make me want to try it. Let's go try it.
No, just try it.
I'm just going to do it. Nope, we're going to do it. Nope, we're doing it. We're doing it. I'm doing it right now.
Oh my God.
We're going to do it.
Yay,
yeah, you are loopy.
But for those that have lost wave directives, just put in a customer service ticket and reference the approximate time and explain it. And I have gotten all 3 of my failed starts back within 24 hours over the past week.
Which tells me they know about it, by the way. Like,
oh yeah, they know about it because this is a known issue, and it like immediately, as soon as the customer, they don't even escalate it anymore. They just grant it. They're like, okay, yeah, we saw it.
Sorry.
Here you go.
Yeah, Vic, my hack didn't work. Game stuck. Oh, yeah, this is totally broken, guys. That is very broken.
Yeah.
Hey, DJ, humor me and go clear your localization.
That's not real. Localization doesn't exist. It's not real. Ranger, yes, the purple help button is still stuck on 3. That's real. That's weird. That's interesting. Okay. Anyway, I was looking at something. Sorry. Yo, look, we just proved it. Somebody clip it. And we'll send it over. And I bet, and you're saying I can't join another one? Yeah, look, there it is. Wait, but now it says I can join. Okay, it let me in. So I had to click on the same system. I had to click on the same system and it let me back in. So if I click on the same system, it let me back in. Divine says my help button was stuck on 8 yesterday. Today it's stuck on 7. My main account is fine, but my baby account's stuck on 3. Shiz, yeah, I only run with 2 ships now. I'm a whale. I'm kidding. No, actually, since I maxed my junker, it's very easy to do on 2. Most of the hostiles I do with the junker wave. Actually, I killed that hostile a little too soon. Killed that one just a little too soon. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. There we go. Okay. Sayoo! We need better junker BP sourcing. Sex says it's too slow. I understand why you think that. It's an amazing ship. Damn, it's a good ship. I love my junker so damn much. Such a great ship. Makes me so happy. I use it for everything. I can use it in almost every single wave now. Like in every single level. It's because it's every 45 seconds. Andy says you can't use it on new content. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of get it. I mean, really, truthfully, it's a little bit OP. So I kind of get it. A little bit. I mean, it's kind of badass. I think I'm going to... Ooh, cutting it close. I think I still got time, though. 1-0. Whew, that was cutting it close. I usually time them a little better than that. I usually time them a little bit better than that. You know, my timing might be off on this. I think I messed this up. I think I messed up my timing. I messed up my timing. Oh, maybe not. Oh, damn. Did I kill it? Did I kill it? Woo! That was close. I messed up my timing. Madrox, would you leave me alone? I don't even have a loop. I just have to hit it. You know what? Oh, God, that hurt. Sorry. That was rude. I only have 25 songs on the list. I can play a bunch of other stuff. All right, now we are really going. All right, there you go. So that worked. After I rebooted, I had to go back to the same one. After I rebooted, I had to go back to the same one, but it did work. Agreed, Divine. That's why I need 2 junkers. I will totally take 2 junkers. I love 2 junkers. Give me the second junker. Prezito, I mean, it just, you said no need to reboot. It actually just break. I just did it. It fixed. We did it. All right, guys, that's it. We got to go. Who's online? Let's find out who is here. You guys have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out on a bonus stream night. Let's see. What do we got? We got Jessu. Jessu is, she's playing. She's got the cure for your Monday blues. Bafty is playing Mass Effect. Val Dudes is DJing without a shirt on. Zero G's is playing Call of Duty Black Ops 6. And that looks it. You want to watch Mass Effect? That would be Bafty. Bafty is playing Mass Effect. Let's go say hi to Bafty. You guys have a wonderful night. Go over there, cause some shenanigans, be a bunch of silliness. And she absolutely loves it when you leave one bit at a time. She really, really likes that. It's a lot of fun. Just jam up the chat. It's a fun little game that Lost In has started amongst the Twitch community. One bit at a time. You guys have fun with that over there, okay? Thank you, Tarpy. Thank you, Putz. Thank you, Jules. Thank you, Matters. Thank you all, one and all. Thank you for joining us here on your Monday night. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening. We will see you back here tomorrow for our regularly scheduled installment of Star Trek Fleet Command. My name is UltimatDJz. Have a wonderful night. Love you, minute. Bye-bye.